And as this room fill up, be sure, and I mean just that, be sure to smash upon the like button. The name is Law Nation. Without hesitations nor deviations to the matter, let's continue to shine, to grind, and let's get it. Yup. Ain't no party like a cowboy party. But what about a Law Nation's groove? From my studios to yours. Backed by popular, and I mean just that, popular decisions on how can we overcome the NFC East battle royale. Cowboys next game up will be the mighty Raiders. Come on, baby. 5, 4, 3, 2, and put 9-4 in the chat. We got 8 games left. Put 9-4 in the chat, baby.
My turn. It's my turn. Prepare for glory.
Yup. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Ain't no party like a cowboy party. Come on with it. Appreciate y'all, man. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. I appreciate each and every last one of you all for tuning in. And with that being said, I hope all is well. The Cowboys 3-5-1. And last night, I was watching the game, and I was sitting there thinking, like, man, if we had half of the defense, just half of the defense that we saw, either or, whether it's the Packers or the Eagles, if we just had half of that, Lord behold, where would we be, right? And my only hope would be, and I know we only added 2 players, and then we getting Overshawn back, and we get Chavon Revel Jr. back, and I'm optimistic. But when I was watching that game last night, it made me realize, like, man, Jordan Love, oh my gosh, man, you blessed. Oh, man, you blessed, man. All you got to do is make the throw, man, make the pass, man. And then I looked at even Jalen Hurts. Oh, Lord, he's blessed. He literally dropped back and said, to Allah. He just closed his eyes and threw the ball. I mean, and then it was underthrown, right? And Smitty was able to catch the ball and bring it in. And I'm sitting here like, man, can you imagine going through a game where you make one heave? That's how did you win? I made one heave of a throw. And we won. I made one, like the running back. The straw that broke the back of the Green Bay Packers was a slip run in the flats that Hurts was able to connect with Saquon Barkley, right? And now we questioning ourselves, like 8 games to go. The Cowboys are in second place in our division, and it seems and it appears that it could be millions of miles away. As far as the sun is from the moon and the moon is from the earth, or the moon from the sun, or the sun from the earth. It's just far away, too far to drive. And I'm not beating up the Cowboys, but it's just one of those things like, man, we literally sitting here saying to ourselves, can we just get some hope? Here's all we got. Some hope that this defense can exemplify something that we can rally together and we can be on the same accord. So the message of the day is, how far off are we, ladies and gentlemen? How far are we really? And I'm looking for some solutions on today's show. Florida, appreciate you. 407. Shout out to you for the 499 for your mind. Quinnen and Kenny. Pressuring the QBs, speeding them up will lead to Bland and company getting interceptions, jumping on routes, rushing throws. I'm excited. I'm excited too. I'm like, I'm not like my guy 100 grand at this point with the plan. And I shout out to my brother. We do have a long season to go, right? And what I'm getting at is that I'm not waving the flag. And I would never have a white flag. I got a Cowboys flag over here. Y'all see my flag, I got my Cowboy flag, and I'm ready. I'm ready to continue to fight through this because I don't want to get into draft mode, right? And y'all get what I'm saying. But I have to bring this up to the table, and it states this, and this was my conversational piece. Forget the stats and the records. How far off are we, Cowboys and the Eagles? Are they unbeatable? And we know that that's just tongue-in-cheek for me saying that. Are they still catchable? The Cowboys must, M-U-S-T, run the table. They must run the table. And, of course, y'all can see that there was some other breaking news outside of the realm of football, in the realm of basketball. Nico Harris been fired. He's the general manager or the guy that makes some decisions over there. Shout out to him, what have you. But he's fired. He did a great thing. Boy, I think my Lakers are the number one team in NBA right now. Oop, did I say that out loud? Oh, my bad. Well, I want to stick to Cowboys, man. I'm going to stick to Cowboys. Hey, yeah. I'm going to stick to the Cowboys, man. Yes, indeed. With that being said, this guy right here is definitely not me, baby. This is definitely not me. Shout out to everybody who inboxed me. Shout out to everybody who took time and to absolutely wanted to say these type of things of saying, hey, man, Law, I really appreciate you, man. Thank you for your new show and what have you. Nah, that ain't me, man. That is definitely not me. I got a $10 super chat. Appreciate you, man. Thank you so much. Leave my Lakers alone, Jay.
Quentin Warner, $10. Law, it makes you sit back and say why this owner moves so slow. Not knocking the two signings, however. Howie makes moves week 2 to 17. JJ makes moves week 10. That's the issue.
Yeah. I've seen some terrains of how we can talk about this, and I get it. I get it. Reynolds says nope. Knicks, Law. They gonna win. Knicks. Oh man, you and Stephen A. Smith. Yes, indeed. Drizzy says Law's a fraud. Well, if you listen to fraudulent activities, then that makes you a fraud, right? You know what I'm saying? Fraud Law, baby. But at the end of the day, I get your sense of humor, Drizzy. Appreciate you. Thank you for being here, though. Don't block him, mods. Please don't block him. Allow him to get one out of line. Just give him a warning. But we want a healthy decorum here today, baby. So with that being said, we're going to get to some meat and potatoes. There were some things that I didn't get a chance to because I've been so busy, so stretched out today or this past weekend. And I'm going to try to pull this up so that everyone can see what's my thought tracks on this part of it. And of course, we talking Quinnen Williams and all of that. Bear with me, ladies and gentlemen. And I love y'all all, man. I love all of y'all, man, for y'all support, for what y'all do for me and the family and beyond. And let me see if I can find this piece because it's a really good piece that I thought that they put together. Hold on.
Or we want to trade away a player and just they take.
Let's see. About
is
right.
another reason to believe the Cowboys are going to that 5-man front. That's exciting
Hold
to
on, let
me
me
because
rewind just a little
it's a
bit.
good thing. I support it, executive saying never years ago was the toast of the town, and now it's either the offensive coordinator isn't right, he can't stay healthy, but finding a guy and then having him actually be healthy is really tough. But there was a note in this story that kind of defines how much of a seller's market this was, and if you wanted to pry one of these players away from a team, you really had to overpay.
QWN
All right.
Cowboy Sports $10. Law, I was watching the All-22 from that Cardinals game, and when I tell you I wanted to cry about offense and defensive lines. It's horrible. Big MFS, just as soft as my butt cheeks.
And some soft cheeks, huh? Yes, indeed, boy. She said just as. Appreciate you, Queen, for the super chat. There are some things that transfer over, right? It's called one feeds the other, right? There's and I appreciate y'all super chats, and I thank you, Dr. Q. I appreciate you as well for your super chat and the sense of urgencies and things like that. But what I'm going to say is that when you look at everything and contextualize it, sometimes there's our trade-offs. Like if one, that's what I was looking at the game last night when I was looking at the fight between the Eagles and as well as the Green Bay Packers offense. Both of them were equivalent to what she was saying, not in the aspect of being terrible and not physical, but they were cheeks. They just couldn't get things going. You can't sit back and say that the running back for the Green Bay Packers is trash, right? You can't sit there and say the running back for the Eagles is trash, nor are the outside weapons, right? But you can say that with all of those artilleries and all of those weaponries that they can't move the ball, then something ain't clicking with the quarterback, right? So we can't contextualize that, and the offense for both sides are not purely trash. But what I'm saying is with this particular team, with the Cowboys, is that I think that we have sometimes that defeative mindset with no backings. Like I've literally heard the crowd in Green Bay land roar as loud as they could when the ops went against the plan, right? Or when it was a call or what have you. We rarely don't get that here. So what I'm getting at is that the Cowboys, even though we may have been slow on the draw, I do not want us to think that when anything and anyone say that we overpaid for Quentin Williams. When you turn on the tape and you look at what the Eagles did with their draft pick, Jalen Carter, Noah Smith, and as well as Campbell, who else the other guy that they traded for? The Phillips kid, Jalen Phillips. That D-line, they are built down in the trenches. And then you can contextualize what the Green Bay Packers were able to do with Wyatt. We were blessed when we played against the Packers that we didn't have to go up against, and Clowney, shout out to you, Vince, and Clowney and all of those guys, Osa and Donovan Ezeraku, which we're going to showcase some tape on that in a few. I think that since we added Quentin Williams, I get what Clark is not playing up to snuff like he used to back in 2-3 years ago. I get that part, and we understood what we paid Osa, and I get that we finna have Winfrey back, not Oprah. I get all of that. But what's a trade-off would be if you can establish some physicality on the trenches side. I think that from a mindset that the DB saying that, hey, I can do this. I'm the big dog. And it's time out for us to be in the small dog. Phillips was very impactful, Stanley. Yes. And it's not over with for us. Hey, I'm not finna fold up like quick. Let me go to some comedy relief right quick before I get into some real details. Because I think that we had a lot of bark during the offseason, but then when they pulled that door open, we ran. But now we got an opportunity in a situation that we the big dog now. We have a lot of talk. We did a lot of talking. We the talking boys, right? And let me see if I can pull this up real quick for context. You know what I'm saying? Try not to laugh, you know. But this was us all off season and a part of the first few weeks of the real season. This is us. Now watch when Law open the door. Shit. That's us. Yeah, now watch when Law open the door. He said, really? You gonna do this to me? I had to do it like that, baby. That's us, man. All off season. Oh, we got Matt Eberflus, man. Matthew Eberflus is going to be able to do X, Y, and Z. We're going to be able to do X, Y, and Z with this guy, that guy, this guy, and that guy. Boy, we're going to be a real good defense, boy. And then somebody opened that door. I mean, it was like silence. And that's just for what it is. Now we got some reinforcement. We don't got them little dogs no more. We got a big dog. Hey, Quentin Williams. He ain't finna fold up like a wallet nor a lawn chair, ladies and gentlemen. So that's why I like what we seen now. And even when we try to contextualize the fact that, yeah, he may not have been up to snuff far as what he's accustomed to doing with at least 4 or 5 sacks for the season. But when I look back at this, ladies and gentlemen, I'm saying this right here. From a big boy, he may have an off season for right now. He may have one. But for him to have 32 tackles, 7 tackles for loss, and 1 sack, I know that most people who really don't identify tape like Queen Cowboy was just watching, right? She know how to identify tape. Is that I contextualize, and I said this in my footage right here, is that I value tackles for losses just as much as a sack. That's behind the line of scrimmage. I got a super chat. Let the AI speak. Well, the AI don't want to speak because he got one of them words in there. That's okay. That's okay. Hold on, AI. You gonna say this today. You gonna say this today. You can't skip out on this super chat. Hold on, I gotta force manually put it in because she don't want to say those words that you put in there. But that's okay. I gotta manually override it. But matter of fact, I'll just read it out and I will auto correct it. All right. So she states here, Queen Cowboy states, Law, why do they have to look like they're playing rock paper scissors out there? Patty cake. You know what I'm saying? Go fish. I need to F them up mentality and nothing else or nothing less. Yeah. I think that when you're the big dog and you know you are, you don't have to make all of that noise. You just let the result speak for itself, right? But when it's time for you to make that noise, it's understood. And as they say, what's understood doesn't need to be explained. What's understood is we know that Mozzie wasn't the solution. After a few games, after his rookie year, right? We knew, we understood. Even going into this season, who Kenneth Murray is, right? We knew he couldn't cover. I just don't understand how the front office and the coaching staff didn't, right? Like, we knew that trading away Micah Parsons was going to create some type of ripple effect and a negative connotation. We knew that. Now, granted, people will pull up Parsons' tape from last night and say, hey, he wasn't a very impact in that particular game, which you can argue and say, yeah, because he had zeros across the board. But they still had to plan around him. And there were some still warranted throws that Hurts could have made, but he couldn't make them because you had pressure in the face. So there's so many angles as it relates to us talking football that clouds the judgments of a lot of things. Just like from the average or casual fan that will look at this and say, hey, Quentin Williams only got 1 sack, man. He must be washed, right? He must be trash. Man, the Cowboys overpaid. No, you pay for what you get. And this is an exact good pay for us. I don't consider or contextualize this as an overpay, knowing the historical data that we have with the Cowboys. This is definitely not overpay.
The sources in Rich's story says Gardner's considered the most flawed of the elite corners, with one NFC executive saying, never been a huge fan of Sauce, so was a great deal to me that you just...
Let the AI speak on this
Quentin
one.
Warner, $5.
Appreciate
Man,
your
that
support.
Bears, Panthers, Cardinals games really hurt us. Wishing we would have got 2 of those.
All right, so out of the Bears, Panthers, and Cards, I think that the flaws of them, Bears are pretty good, right? Panthers showcased in this place that they are pretty good too, by the way. Cards are the one that kind of slipped away from us, right? They ain't that good, but they beat the brakes off of us. And then on top of that, in the last few games that they played, they only lost by a few points. They are a resilient bunch of guys, right? It's to this particular point and degree that people are beating up Bo Nix now. You see, you can get comfortable playing us, and I'm talking about the Denver Broncos. They probably can be considered frauds of what Drizzy said, whoever he was earlier in the chat. People can be considered frauds, right, when they say something that they're supposed to be able to do. And then when it's time to showcase their talent, their skill set, they've disappeared, right? But the good thing about me, Law Nation Sports, is that what separates me from any individual is that even if you call me fraudulent, or even if you say that Law have fraud activities, right, that the proof of me putting in hard work and dedication and time dismiss all of that, right? People will lie to showcase themselves, but you don't have to when you speak in truth. The hardest part is ever doing content and being able to accumulate success on all platforms, not just one, is being real. You can't be fake on all platforms and expect to get results, because the realism is for what it is. You can't have a Hall of Famer like the Playmaker that listen and watch and follow this show to say things of a fraudulent activity, to say these things are not correct. You know what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? But you can have a Hall of Famer to say things that we all agree upon and say, man, this dude no ball, right? And that's not the first rodeo, or that's not the first time that we heard upon the Playmaker speaking and being in the same room with me, right? You can't be a fraud and be in the same room with those boys. So what the Cowboys, if they are who they say they are, and if they have the pedigree for what they say they need to have the pedigree with, then now that it's time that you got all of the resources, Matt Eberflus, you got Quentin Williams, you got Kenny Clark, you finna have Siobhan Revel back, you got a Logan Wilson who can cover a whole lot better than what we've seen out of the displays of what we had at linebackers. You can't give us the same thing. You can't. You got to showcase. Now, if we look like what we look like from let's say week 2, week 3, week 4, week 5, or what have you, as relates to the defense, then I can clearly say, yeah, the Cowboys are frauds. But just to spit upon some real facts, let's listen in. to my guy.
Go in and discern greatness when you got a young man that's already greatness. He helps out on all three levels of the defense. That's what Lost Nation Sports says. The edge, the linebackers, and DBs. There's no doubt. You're absolutely right. Lost Nation Sports, you're right. He helps out on all levels, on every level.
You can't have truths from the playmaker, from the things that I've said and broke down, and then he's able to regurgitate it and spit it out as if it's his own words, if it was fraudulent, baby. Come on with it, baby boy.
From the back to the front. It's always the front that works to make everything behind it works.
Come on with it, man. Boy, if I had more time, I'd play it all, man. Y'all be sure to check out my page, man. Come on with it.
Pass up. And, I don't know if you think the Cowboys maybe overpaid a little bit for Quinnen Williams. I think they did, but I think it's a good thing. I support it, because for a long time we've been frustrated that the Cowboys wait for the perfect deal to fall in their laps. And it's hard, to build out your roster if you're waiting for the perfect free agent or the perfect trade to happen or just to outdraft everybody. And, it's bared out that it's not been a successful team building thing. But with Quinnen, the story really focused on the fact that he'd played 100 games as a Jet, and he has the second lowest winning percentage all time in Jets history amongst players that have played 100 games.
Oh my gosh, I want to know who number one is.
It's their current long snapper, I think, that's been around a little bit longer. But
appreciate you, Queen. She says, Law, I need to speak with you as soon as possible. Appreciate you, Queen. We'll definitely get right with you as soon as we open the phone lines up today. Or you can just go ahead and call the phone lines and get yourself inside. You know what I'm saying? In the best position possible so that you'll be the first one we hit.
He wanted out very, very badly. The story says how switching him to 3-tech defensive tackle was another factor that I don't think we discussed, or if we did, it was just mentioned, but he played nose tackle the majority of his career. This year, they slide him under Aaron Glenn to be more of a 3-tech. That further fueled his unhappiness. He really wants to play nose, which is another reason to believe the Cowboys are going to that 5-man front. That's exciting to me because it was broken as a 4, and I think they'd only played 5-man front 18 times before Monday night.
Yeah, they've done it 43 times on the season, and they did it 27 times versus the Cardinals.
So 16 times. Do you get the feeling, and are you at least intrigued and maybe optimistic about what that could mean for this team's ability to kind of stop the run and also get to the passer a little bit more?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, just Quinnen Williams in general. Like, even if you were going to do the 4-man line, he would still be a huge difference maker for you. But now that's kind of like a strength of your team, even though Osa and Kenny Clark haven't quite been probably what we were hoping they would be. But they should get better now alongside Quinnen Williams. That's still the strength that you have. So having those 3 guys on the field, I do think just Quinnen in general will help the pass rush. But from a run defense standpoint, and then you factor in the Logan Wilson stuff, I do think it should absolutely help.
And then no doubt. So check out those boys over there on 105.3 The Fan. I just want to bring in that for context, is that we are doing more. Quinnen Williams will be lined up at 0 at times, or nose tackle. With a 5-man front, I know. Cowboys, I think you had to date back to the 70s and some early parts of the 80s when we tried to attempt to do those looks, right? We really traditionally is four down, right? And we tried to do a spell when Parcells was here with 3-4 defenses. I think that with 3-4 defenses, in my opinion, just it is harder really to go up against that because of the people are so hybrid, and it gives more confusion to the quarterback, right? You don't know who's hitting in the sink. You have to do more checks. It's hard to do slide protections. And normally in a 3-4 defense, you're going to have that big boy that's going to occupy at least 2. But then you have free runners. So it clouds the mind up. And we've been having, historically speaking, issues with 3-4 defenses, believe it or not. And now to counter, do we have the skill sets and the personnel to do 3-4, 4-3, or 5 down? I think that now that when we look back at it, we do have some possibilities of looking at that, and we can spearhead right into next season and drafting. But the only problem is now, based off of the final 8 games, I'm asking you guys open and honestly, what will it take for us to hold on to Matt Eberflus for one more year? What will it take? These next 8 games, we are ranked 32nd ranked in defense right now, right? The only shining armor that we've seen so far on this particular situation, Ben Donovan Ezeraku, right? And Rose says, will Agent Zero be ready for Monday Night Law? We would know, like, today is today, right? Today is Tuesday. No. Maybe tomorrow. Wednesday, Thursday. Check back with me, since we are playing on Monday night. So they get an extra day. Do we have the coach? This is from Anton. That's the $1 billion question. Right? Do we have the resources, baby? And speaking of resources, I do know that we do have the boots.
Brunt workwear. Let's not work in pain, but let's work in comfort. And I'm talking about quality comfort. Brunt workwear brings you that element of comfort, stability, and also durability. With Brunt, your number one workwear out there in the field, built to last, built to survive, and also leaves you with style and grace. So visit bruntworkwear.com and use promo code LAW and pick up you a pair.
Indeed, pick up you a pair of the best boots in the business, man, operating out of comfort. Hey, it says here, the man that journeys to 1,000 miles begin with one step. But what about with one boot or a pair of them? So check out you a pair of Brunt workwear. Go to bruntworkwear.com/LAW and get percentages off of your footwear. Come on with it, man, Cowboy Nation. And everything that's working in our favor, I get it. I need to ask y'all once again before we go into the next conversational pool. What will it take, to win all 8 games? We said this before, and we're going to say this again. She said she know how to cook. And you sat there and you said, baby, you burning up everything. I haven't had nothing good since you came to the house. What do you need? And she states, I need new cookware. Not bruntware, but cookware, right? She need new pots and pans. Well, damn it, we got new pots and pans. We got a Quentin Williams, we got a Logan Wilson, we got an Overshawn skillet, and hey, we got a Chavon Revel. But what he will be? He'll be the fork or a spoon or something. Hey, we got a Chavon Revel too, So we got our pots and pans. Hey, Quentin Williams got to be a crock pot at this point. Yeah, we got them all. So I need to see some good food. I need to start smelling, Yeah, girl, what you cooking over there? Yeah. That tastes good. Now that's just a sample of size. Now, when she put the full four-course meal, I meant to say, yeah, it need to taste good. Come on with it. Johnny Duncan says under 25. Okay. All right. Chavon spoon. Yeah. We need to figure those parts out, ladies and gentlemen, is what I'm getting at.
And they say, here, I'll give you some of this verbatim. Unlike the Gardner deal, the Williams trade came late and fast. Talks with the Cowboys intensified Monday. Jets team sources said the Jets made it clear to Dallas they had to be blown away to part with one of the league's best defensive players. Another team, reportedly the Jags, made a strong push. It was an ideal situation for the Jets. They had 2 teams interested, so they got a little bit of a bidding war. And I am frustrated at the same time, even though I support the overpay, and I do think it's an overpay. I am frustrated that the Cowboys, appear to say we want to make a trade today or we want to trade away a player and just they take what's there. and just agree to it instead of, really hammering that thing out and, putting more time and effort into it. And, maybe after the Micah deal and the Amari Cooper deal a couple of years ago, they're hopefully they'll start to think more long term, but I wouldn't count on it. He said, here was the clincher for the Jets, a team source said. They negotiated the right to get the better of the Cowboys' 2 first-round picks in 2027 as Dallas had its own selection of the Packers pick from the Parsons trade. That could have huge ramification for the Jets.
Keep this in mind. We still have the ones for the 2026. That's the ice cream. That's the cherry on top. And I think that right now, if we really, really understand the cost that we got right now, 8 games to go. I know we behind the 8 ball. I know that the odds are really, really stacked against us. Either we can, ladies and gentlemen, look at the rest. Let me just tell y'all. Let me slow down. I just really want to get to know you. Let the AI speak while I'm getting myself positioned.
Quentin Warner $5. Law, I think what it will take a dog of a safety next year if you stay 5-man front. Now you asking CB to really step up because of 4 WR's sets.
Yeah. All right. So I got an analogy for you, Quentin, Dr. Q. I'm trying to drive home to it. What is a deterrent? A deterrent makes you alter your mind on what you are planning to do. Right? I think that now we got a deterrent, meaning that, ladies and gentlemen, Quentin, when you just look at it, where my guy at?
Yeah, on paper.
Yeah, on paper. When you just look at it on paper, you got Quentin Williams, you got Kenny Clark, right? You got Donovan Ezaraku, who really nobody really know all what he can do right now. Right, and we got Jadeveon Clowney, and then you have sprinkles of what Fowler is doing. Sprinkles if Sam Williams can continue to try to just take it one day at a time, and of course James Houston. I'm quite sure that he's been absent these last 2 weeks. That he's due for a good game, right? So the determined aspect is something that can really deter people away from running the ball. If they see 5 down linemen and they got 4 wides or they got all of the wide receivers, that means they're throwing the ball.
Son of John $10. I need to see the def do a 180-degree turnaround on all aspects for the last half of the season to become productive, creating pressure, sacking the QB, getting hard tackles, ints, and be physical.
Be physical. And that's part of the deterrent. People say that one of the terrifying sounds is just the sound of the shotgun being racked, right? So when we start talking about, a dog with teeth, you be like, man, I will go down that street right there, but what if Cujo get off of that chain? I'm going to take the alternate route. I'm going to go all the way around. Some of y'all that grew up in certain parts of the neighborhood didn't even go down that said street because Cujo, if he break that chain, that's your Mr. Postman. Don't y'all know? So that's a deterrent, right? So I think that now that we have some of that here, right? And I know you, Dr. Q, you handle a lot with guns and artillery, right? Sometimes just showing, brandishing the weapon, just pulling out the weapon. Now, you say don't pull it out unless you intending on using it. But sometimes people will laugh and scoff at a 22, but it will still sit you down. But some people would do like this when they see that 45. They sitting there saying, you know what? Hey, doctor. Hey, man, I was just playing, man. You know what? you can have that box that was on your porch, right? That's what we got now. So before Quentin Williams, before Logan Wilson to a degree, people were just stealing all packages off the front porch, man. There was no mean pit bull. There was no dog that was barking. There was just an open package that somebody was able to say community, So that's how I'm looking at it. Law, go, let's get the win. I feel you, Davies. Yeah. So that's how I'm looking at it. And I could be 1.5% wrong with all of this, but as we are hesitant for time, let me go ahead and get on to the next subject matter, and get things moving and grooving. This could be a situation where it's very subjective. I got some film analysis that's been broke down, and we're going to point out some of the things that we were all able to see. Shout out to the film analysis person. The name of their page is this right here. I'm going to share it so that they won't be saying, "Hey, Law, man, he's stealing my stuff, man." But I love the way he kind of broke this down. And there's his page. It's on Tick to the Talk. You don't stop. And here we go right here, ladies and gentlemen.
To describe burst, speed, and power, I'll probably just show you a picture of Cowboys rookie D and Donovan Ezeraku, because this man is an absolute animal. I know this defense is bad, but Ezzy has actually been a bright spot. He's been PFF's 5th highest graded edge player since
Hold on, let me pause here. Creative man says, Law stealing packages. They were breaking down the front door and just taking everything up out of the house. I feel you. I kind of ad-lib some of the things that you were saying. Yeah. But try to do it now. Try to do it now, huh? Creative Edge, they try to do it now. Yeah. Quentin Williams right at the front door like, you were saying? Quentin Williams right there at the front door, him and Kenny Clark. Osa's in the back part. You don't even think when Osa's going to come. Osa may just come and say, hey, it was sweet a couple of weeks ago. Yeah. They were taking our lunch money and everything. I get it, man. And all I need, like I said about earlier when we first opened up the show, if my defense can be half of what we seen from Green Bay, half of what we saw just for what the Eagles did to a degree, shoot. Man, we couldn't find one game that our defense played like that. 10-7? Shoot. Yeah. Try to do it now. Yeah. My first time ever being suspended from school was me protecting my little brother, man. Yeah, Twin. He had a little bully in his class one day, and I said, just point him out. Just point him out to me, And Twin would tell you, man, mama whooped my ass so bad. But the dude that I fought for my brother, he would never fight ever again. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he was bullying. But I'm saying I'm the big bro. Pick on somebody your own size. I'm like Mighty Mouse because I was never a big boy. You know what I'm saying? Hey, but he was big for his grade. I walked right on into him. He put him out before he even say anything. Because it's not time for all of that talking. I never was one of them talking. You know what I'm saying? All of that talking, blah, 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 blah. I was like, Twin, point him out. He was like, him right there. His name was Reggie. Twin can tell you the story. I walked all the way with Reggie. I'm just glad he pointed the right person, because if it was somebody else, they would have been laid out on that floor too. That's just how it goes. So now, when we face off against the Raiders and they think it's going to be sweet, Gino or whoever is going to be the quarterback, that's all we need to do. We don't need to have no conversation. We don't need to talk about what we going to do. We just need to walk right up on them. And yeah. So when we play the Philadelphia Eagles on the 20, whenever we play them, I think the very next game, you want to... Yeah. You want to talk? You want to run your mouth? You know what I'm saying? We gonna set this thing off. You know what I'm saying? That's exactly what we gonna do. All of this talking stuff need to be. We got Quentin Williams. Shoot, we got a big body down inside now. But let's get back to the film analysis. And I'm quite sure Donovan Ezeraku, he gonna love the new improved interior play that we got. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Let's get to it.
He ranks top 5 in pressure percentage and time to pressure. He's first in QB hit rate among all edges, and he's second in pressures among all rookies. Now, his sack numbers aren't the best, but that's not his fault. He's playing on one of the worst defenses ever.
Come on with it. Got a super chat. I love those. Come on, let the AI speak.
John, $10. Lastly, the most important thing to top off what I need for the def to do, and I'm serious. Jay Johnson would say, fatigue makes cowards of us all.
Oh, yeah.
The D needs to work on the stamina and be IQ quick.
Son of John, man.
Yeah, on paper.
Hey, son. Hey, son of John. Yeah. Hey, for references and context, let me just say this. You're right. Fatigue will make cowards of us all. And the team that's in the fittest of the good shape normally wins, right? So the defense needs to work on the stamina. Yeah. The defense, not the D. Not just the D. I give it what he was saying. Appreciate you, son of John. Come on with it. Let's get it.
Ezzy has one of the quickest first steps in the league, so just look how much this tackle has to overstep to match that. Then look when Ezzy attacks. Just take a look at that fucking ghost move he does. Jesus. This looks like something you see out of Von Miller's teach tape, and he ends up getting the pressure on Knicks, but someone's open within the first second of the play. And that's how majority of Ezzy's pressures look. Cowboys running a stunt here, and look how easily he sheds off this running back when he makes contact. He's going to get the pressure on JD, but JD's going to get an easy first down because nobody else is playing defense on this team. They're running another stunt on the other side.
Listen, watch properly.
What the fuck is Sam Williams or Solomon Thomas doing? They're supposed to be looping around to the edge, and they both elect to go inside instead. So when the stunt works as designed, as he gets the pressure like he's...
Bump all of this stump. We can play it straight up now. Look at all these bodies just being occupied into this region right here. And I'm not beating up these guys. I'm not. I'm trying to be as nice as possible. You can't give good D without stamina. Ooh, wait, dramatic. Come on with it. Hey, it is for what it is. But one can argue that to this point, that these guys, all three of these guys, are what we call, and these are not household names. And y'all let me know what I just spelled out. Y'all get what I'm saying. But now, you think in your natural mind, is that all of a sudden, and shout out to my guy, we got an event tomorrow, and I'm going to break that down of where y'all need to be at if y'all want to show up and show out. But these guys, these group of guys, shouldn't warrant it, even as flawed as this twist stunt is, these group of guys, because all three of these guys going to be worried about a dude named Quentin and a dude named Kenny. I'm just saying it for what it is, Cowboy Nation.
Inside instead. So when the stunt works as designed, as he gets the pressure like he's supposed to, of course they're not setting the edge, and JD is going to get the easiest first down of his life. When there's an actual decent player on the other side of the line of scrimmage, that's a sack for Ezzy. Next play, he's going to cross Olu Fashanu's face so fast, he's fucking confused on where he goes. Like, I think Buddy forgot he had to block someone for a second, forces Fields to run out, and he almost gets another sack, but it ends in an incomplete pass. Ezzy has really impressed me this year. He's been the perfect 3-down edge player that the Cowboys desperately needed. Has he been a top-tier edge rusher? No, but that's not what he was drafted to be. He was drafted to be someone's number 2. We should not put high expectations on him just because Micah was traded. It's okay if our Robin's a Robin, because he's proven that he can fight crime by himself. He just needs his Batman. Also his Alfred, and it looks like we need a fucking Batwoman in the entire Justice League while you're at it.
Hey, you need a whole bunch of stuff. What about Jesus? We need him too. Moses, Peter, Paul, and all of them. And son of John. Here's what I'm going to say with this. Oh, my gosh. The way Donovan Ezeraku is ascending and doing his thing, I can only imagine. I ain't going to say it. But if you guys in the chat, you can imply what I'm saying.
Oh, I can only imagine. Ooh, I can only imagine. We had two bookends like that, and then have what we have in the inside. OMG. Now, Jadeveon Clowney, Father Time is undefeated, but for what he is able to do, it seems as if though he's getting into good rhythm, but it's still not enough, right? But I can only imagine, baby. Oh, yeah. Big Amish, who's not milking the bull, says you cannot have a defense on the 35-minute a game and expect to win 8 games in a row. Yeah. Yeah, so here's my thing. This is a different road, but it's not the same road. It's similar, but not the same. In 2018, we were 3-5, right? Counted us out. People were already saying, hey, sell the team, get rid of this, get rid of that. The quarterback is whack. Ezekiel is sucking. No wide receivers. This team is a mess. We couldn't stop a nosebleed. We couldn't even move the ball. And we ended up being 3-5. 2018, true story. But we made one trade. We lost that first game. We lost that first game against the Tennessee Titans, but we saw something in that game. I think that was the game, believe it or not, that even we was talking about heart. We was talking about who have heart and determination. And I think Byron Jones, even though we lost that game, he defended the start. I was like, see, Byron Jones got a little heart. Even though it was like a little soft push, it was like a casual push, but at least he was fighting in that game. And then from there on off, Byron Jones excelled and did unbelievable things that season, right? So, and even though he was considered being soft, we excelled that season. We won a postseason game that season. Now, not everything is going to be the same, though. Yeah. Quentin Warner says Jag is just another guy, right? And I'm not trying to beat up those boys. I think the world of those players. Shout out to James Houston. Shout out to my guy, Sam Williams, Mississippi boy. And shout out to all of them. And speaking of that, before I move on to the next conversation, Byron Jumpman Jones. Yeah, you ain't lying, Cowboy. Rob, appreciate you. And shout out to you again, Quentin. Thank you for your support. Here's the deal here. Tomorrow, if you are in the Frisco area, Crunch Fitness will be having a meet and greet. It starts kickoff at 4 o'clock. It ends at 7:30. The address to that location, there will be football players there, and there will be raffles and all of that stuff given away. And don't just meet them there, beat them there. And Family Fit, this is Sam Williams' personalized company and brand. And I know people are going to say 53 brand. But if you listen to what he's saying, it's a purpose behind all of that. Keep in mind, him and Nealon was very close. They was on the edge room together. And also when we started to talk about all of this, 94 will be truly missed on his skill set. I know he banged up his knee and he was in the shadows of the shadowy places, right? In football, life is bigger than football, but I could only imagine, man, if even Marshawn Nealon would have been able to seek help and to be on this team with Quentin Williams. Oh, my goodness. And as well as with what we are seeing emergence, like down the stretch with Donovan Ezra, it would have been a chef kiss for us. But if you guys can, come on out, showcase your support to Sam Williams and be there for him on this thing. And what he said basically, and I'm paraphrasing, shout out to him, he didn't start playing football until the 12th grade. Right. He didn't start playing football until the 12th grade. He was a basketball player. And Sam Williams were pretty good at playing football because of his size and stature. To make a longer story short, he lamented the fact that he wanted to do something to give back to his fam, and why not start a brand that they all can eat off of. And
leverage his football playing career with his brand, and that's what he's doing, because we all know that football stands for literally, not for long. NFL stands for not for long. So for him being able to start and kick off his brand and being able to put most of this stuff in the family name, family fit, man. So I really appreciate what he's doing, and I encourage all football players to figure out ways to enlighten your brand and embellish your brand and leverage your brand with these type of things. So shout out to him, and RIP again to number 94 and these sorts of things. But speaking of that, can I talk a bit about something that I missed out on, because I was supposed to have been already played this on the front end, and I don't want it to go to waste. And we can open up the phone lines and we get y'all thoughts and opinions on a lot of this stuff of what we going down, or how we can make the turnaround. How far off are we from this particular team as it relates to the number one team in the NFC East right now, which will be filthy.
Let me get this straight. I just had to sit there for 60 minutes and watch Jalen Hurts throw the ball to the flat. I mean, this is just one of the worst games I've seen all year. I mean, this is honestly who Jalen Hurts would be without Devontae Smith and A.J. Brown. I know y'all gonna mention, oh, he had a touchdown pass. It was 36 yards. That was underthrown. That's getting picked 8 times out of 10. As talented as the Eagles are, they can't keep getting away with this. Hurts has a top 3 receiving core, a top 5 tight end, a top 1 running back, and one of the best defenses in the league. They just don't look good. You know what? I actually like Jalen Hurts, but I better never hear y'all Eagles fans saying he's a top 5 quarterback again. I just refuse to believe that. That's not true. Bro has all the help in the world and can only muster up 10 points. If there's any team that's a fraud this season, it is the Eagles for me. I'm sorry. Along with the Broncos. And you know what? I can't even blame bro for missing that kick. 64 yards. He knows he's not Cam Little. He knows he's not Brandon Aubrey. He knew that kick wasn't going to be right. And then the snap was terrible too. I'll cut Green Bay some slack because Tucker Kraft just got injured, but they don't look very good either. I understand why A.J. Brown isn't exactly thrilled with the offense. They should be doing way more. They do the bare minimum to try to win these games. And it won't matter now. I guarantee you, the regular season, they'll be fine. They'll probably be like a 12-5 team, maybe even 13-4. Might even get a bye. But then when they hit the playoffs and it's really time to show up, the offense won't be able to click and they will be a second-round exit. And as talented as the team is, I would not want to see that happen to them, but that's probably where it's heading. Eagles fans, let me know your thoughts about this game down below.
Yeah, they mad at him. They mad. They are so mad at him, ladies and gentlemen. They are mad. They are extremely mad at him for spitting facts. You know. So speaking of frauds, hey, he called them Eagles frauds, man. Frauds. Fraudville, baby. But at the end of the day, yeah, a lot of people said AJ is gone. You know, before we go even further to this, man, what this doing on my timeline? Ooh, this is what I'm going to eat in a few. Oh, I'm going to go make me one of these right here, man. Oh, my goodness. Ain't that so? Look. Hey, you got to put them two together. As sometimes simple is better. Oh my God, what this doing on my timeline, man? Oh my goodness, woo! Boy, I'm getting hungry just looking at that right there, man. Oh my God,
top 5 at the position.
Yes.
Okay, and he's somebody who could stop the run on the way to the quarterback. He and Kenny Clark are 2 guys right up the middle that definitely fix the problem. Bye week is hitting. Take the week off, Quinnen. And then guess what? Hey, Geno Smith and Ashton Genty, try it against us and Kenny Clark and Quinnen Williams. That kid Logan Wilson, hopefully, Overshown comes back. This is a big-time move. Well done.
You ain't lying, man. Big-time move. Let me see what they're talking about on this last one.
How concerned are you about Jordan Love and that Packers offense?
I'm very concerned. Jordan Love is bad, and he's probably going to get his coach fired if he can't get it fixed. That's where we at. Here's the quiet.
That's very, very, very hard.
Yeah, but here's why it's very, very, very fair, Stephen A. Okay.
Hey, I don't even want to hear no more, man. I can't stand Jordan Love. He played like the second coming of Joe Montana when he see the silver and blue and the star on the side of the helmet, and he can't hit water if he fell off a boat as it relates to playing against other teams. I can't stand Jordan Love. Man, Jordan Love made me so mad last night, man. Let me just say this right quick. If you're going through something like that and you need to relax your mind and chill just for a quick second, let me tell you what you need to do.
Life been a little crazy lately. One thing that helped me unwind, cornbread hemp, CBD gummies. Have you been looking for a natural way to relieve stress, aches, and discomfort? Cornbread hemp CBD gummies are made to help you feel better, whether it's stress, discomfort, or just needing a little relaxation for the nation. They only use the best part of the hemp plant, the flower, for the purest and the most potent CBD, formulated to help relieve discomfort and stress. So right now, Law Nation listeners can save 30% on their first order. Just head to cornbreadhemp.com/law and use code LAW at checkout. That's cornbreadhemp.com/law and use the code LAW. Let's get it.
No doubt, no diggity, man. I'm telling y'all be sure to use that promo code LAW. Oh, y'all see what I'm on right now, man. Somebody said put a little mustard on mine. Yeah. Hey, that is some cornbread hemp. Oh, it'd be a good day for you all. Keep this in mind. When you make the sandwich, squeeze it. Make sure you squeeze it. Don't just eat it. Just make sure you squeeze it together for those who like mustard and all of that stuff. Yeah, mustard is necessary. Yes, indeed. Scramble my eggs. Put my eggs on there scrambled, though. You scramble my eggs, man, hard, you know. Yeah, boy, we all hungry now. It's lunchtime somewhere for someone, and I hope y'all ain't eating dinner for right now, right? It's lunchtime, right? Lunchtime with the laws, man. Before we open up the phone lines, I just want to let y'all know, if y'all could do me a huge favor, hit that like button, share this content, let a friend or a neighbor know where to go when it's time to tune in to Cowboys Sports Talk and Beyond. Sadiq Charles got it pinned to the top, 657-390-7391. I want to let you guys know, if you're traveling around Dallas, if you're in the area, and if you get T-boned, hit from behind, if you're at work, no matter, regardless of whether or not it's for the federal agencies or for mom and pop businesses, of whether public sector, private sector, if you fall and you hit that hip, that back, my neck and my back, if you lost a tooth when you fall, reach out to our proud partners over here.
There are times in life you wish you had a do-over. If you're in a wreck, make the smart choice right away. Frenkel and Frenkel, feared by the insurance companies. Call Frenkel first.
That's 214 or 817, and all threes you can dial. Be sure to reach out to our proud partners, Frenkel and Frenkel Personal Injury Lawyers. There's a reset and a rewind button that you can do. Just reach out to our partners. If you can't visit that phone line, right, just visit the FrenkelFirm.com website. But my number is 657-390-7391. Be sure to hit us up with that. And the first person that I got in the building is Queen from the 910 UN. Talk to me.
Hey, y'all.
Hey, what's going on? What's going on with you?
I'm very excited about the acquisitions that we've gotten, and I'm not going to put pressure on any of them or the team to necessarily say that they have to like completely produce what we really want like this season.
Mm-hmm.
But if they do, which I'm praying for, then Jerry is a genius. You know?
Yep.
That's how I feel about it. I'm looking forward to everything, and I can't stand when people put out misinformation. Because they had me all hyped about Trey Hendrickson and ain't coming. Anyway,
You must be
I need
on,
you
you must
to,
been on one of them Facebook pages, huh? Because Facebook be having all type of weird information over there.
No, it was on YouTube.
Oh wow. Yeah, we definitely get
It was a well put together website. I mean, YouTube page. That's why I was like, really?
Yeah.
You know. So they got some fake ones that look real good now.
I know.
And just be careful. And, anyway, I need you to, when you get time, and don't forget, because I know us Aquarians forget, reach out to me when you get time. You got my number.
Okay. Okay. Or just hit you up. Okay.
Yeah, just hit me up.
Oh, most certainly. I got you then. I'll definitely hit you up and we can conversate on some more stuff from there. I appreciate you so much.
Yeah.
Woo, that's what I'm talking about. That's Queen Cowboys. Yes, indeed. I don't know if I can hit it anymore, man. She's our queen to be. That's Queen Cowboy. Normally I started off like that, but I kind of like making sure my voice is all together. But that's Queen Cowboy. Can't wait to see and hear for what she got to say off air. All right, I got Kobe from the 817. You're live on the Nation, brought to you by FrenkelFirm.com.
My God, what's going on, man?
Man, all is well, bro. I can't complain at all, man.
Man. I don't know if we talked about the Quentin Williams acquisition yet. I don't know if we talked about it. I think last time I talked to you, we was caught up on 94.
Yeah.
But man, how you feel about the Quentin Williams acquisition, man? How you feel about that?
Let me break this down. And my brother well aware of this, like my brother Twin. It takes me 2 or 3 days to get over a loss.
Yeah.
Right. And I'm talking about the Cowboys versus Cards. It takes me about 2 or 3 days, man. If you ever notice, if you ever follow the show, I'd be angry, I'd be mad, I'd be hitting up with all type of stuff, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So we was at
about Thursday, you ready to talk about the next team?
Yeah, about Thursday naturally. So what happened was we were like, I'm a vibrational person, man. I'm an energy guy, right? So the nation itself, like the people in general, was still hurt for the Cardinals loss, right? And then we was kind of like in between because of the news of Logan Wilson. That was okay. We was like, all right, well, maybe he's a better version of Sanborn, right? And then when we heard the news that about Quentin Williams, we were like, oh. But then we heard the news about 9-4. So it kind of put us in a, this been the weirdest time frame, and we have yet to release our frustration or our good feelings about this because we've been in the middle place because we have yet to play. And then all of the things kind of played in line with us as Cowboy fans this weekend. But then the damn Eagles won again. You get what I'm saying? It's like, God dog, because everything else kind of fell right into place. So how I look at Quentin Williams and watching him trying to read upon everything that I can, I think that he's going to come here with a happy-go-lucky feeling of the mind because he know Aaron Whitecotton. He played with Solomon Thomas. He played with Perrion Winfrey. So these are some of his people that he's used to going down in the trenches with. And the opposing, the Jets had played him out of position, right? Whereas now he's going to go back and play right into position. He want to play that nose tackle right line up at 0. So I think that I got to dismiss. This is just me talking, Kobe. I got to dismiss for whatever we saw on footage or film this year with the Jets because he was playing out of position. And now I got to look at it like this. He got a clean sheet of paper. We got 8 games to go. Every game could be sudden death. And that's how I want us to go in with a kamikaze mindset of saying, hey, we're going to ball out. We're going to play. We're going to put 94 on our helmet with a personalized sticker and show love and support for him. And we're going to get behind 9-4 and we're going to win these 8 games. That's how I look at it.
I agree, too. But like I always tell you, you got a fighter's mentality.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And as we know, a lot of the Cowboy Nation don't have that mentality. So it's good to hear, I'm like-minded. I got a fighter mentality too. I'm not stopping until the fat lady sings. You know what I mean? It's not over till it's over. You know what I mean? So we got 12 rounds of this thing. But man, I'm excited about it. The reason why I'm so excited is because I know the push that Kenny Clark can put on an offensive line.
Yeah.
And then with the acquisition of Quentin Williams, it makes that 10 times better, man.
Yep.
It makes it 10 times better. And so if we can stuff that run and make them run on outside, and we'll have Overshown running to the outside of the field, and we'll have Logan running to the outside of the field, man, I think this defense can look a whole lot better.
It will,
a whole
man.
lot better. Especially we get some safeties back too. Come on, man.
Yeah.
We'll look a lot better, man. A lot better. Now, I don't know about the cornerback situation. I see you had Senior on here yesterday.
Yeah.
I was tuning in. That was a good show for sure. And he's like every dad, man. He gotta have that confidence in his son. You know what I mean?
Man,
you gotta
you
have
got
that
to.
confidence. But when you turn on that tape and you look at Junior, you look at his tape, man. He was a star, man. He was a star at ECU. So if he could bring that to the NFL, that'll be a lot for us, man. That'll be a lot for us.
Yeah, and here's what I got a chance, because me and Senior, man, we've been kicking it tough, man, even out there in Oxnard, and that's all because of you guys, being able to support the channel, me going out there to Oxnard, and then we have hours of conversation similar to that. And one thing I can tell you about Senior, Siobhan Rebel Senior, is he come from a coaching background. And he ain't about the bullshit. You see what I'm saying? And when his son is not playing, like he first one called his son out. So a lot of people thinking that he is only praising his son because that's his son. No, he know how to decipher between that's my son and now I'm the coach. You get what I'm saying? Right. So coaching on the fly, being there,
especially if he's a coach. Yeah. Especially if he's a coach. If he's been coaching them all his life. He done chewed him out, Kind of like Shador and Dion. He didn't want to go anywhere else except be around his dad, because he knew his dad was gonna pull the best out of him. His dad wasn't gonna sugarcoat with him, gonna tell him straight like it is, So yeah, man, I love it, man. I'm excited to see this game coming up, man. Let's go to Oakland. Oakland's like a home. That's like a home game for us.
Big facts.
Because it's so many Cowboy fans out there. So we should, Cowboy Nation, be loud and proud, man. We gonna stand up and hold it down out here. I appreciate you, Have a blessed one, baby.
You as well, man. That's Kobe, man. Cowboy. Appreciate him. It's a mighty name, Kobe, man. One of the things I just want to say as well is that now that we know that time is near, right, of Siobhan Revel Jr. to be out there on the field, whether it's going to be ultimately the Raiders game. Shout out to you, Sam. Thank you for the cash app. Appreciate you, man. Thank you for your support. Whether it is the Raiders game or it's the Eagles game or whoever we play after that point, I would say that the kid himself or the man, the young adult, this is what he prepared his entire life for, right? And not to say that other players haven't prepared themselves for this, but it goes back to say that his only faults, from what the father told me, was his loyalty. He was more loyal to the program than what his own mindset or brand should have been, right? If y'all don't know how much money that this kid stepped away from, I'm talking about money. For him to be in this position where he's at now is because of loyalty. Loyalty. Alabama had that bag. Texas have that bag. Other programs that really wanted him to come, I think to a degree Ohio State wanted him to come, and for him to turn them down all of that money because of loyalty is necessary. It speaks the character of him, right? So for 4 or 5 years from now, whenever he plays crazily and it's time for that, do he stay with the Cowboys? Do he move on or what have you because of the bag? We already know what kind of caliber of person he is, right? And I ain't talking about, it ain't like when we play ball. Even at, I think it's Texas A&M. Them new NIL agreements is crazy money. Them brothers not making $2,500 a semester like they used to do with us. Them jokers making $25,000 a month just to be on the tape. So it's just crazy how much money these programs have. And I'm not saying that your universities are not getting most of the bulk of the money, because they are. They're getting most of the bulk of the money. But, man, it's just crazy. I got the 217, and I can only imagine, boy, back in our days, boy, we was able to make that type of money. Shoot, just one semester check would help me out. I got the good hoodie, man, from the 217. You're live on the nation, man. Talk to me.
Hey, what's good, Law, man? It's been a while. How you been?
Man, I've been great, man. I can't complain, bro. I definitely can't.
Yeah, man, I'm glad to hear that, and I'm really ecstatic about the moves that the team has been making mid-season. It's just amazing to me. I haven't seen Jerry Jones be this aggressive in the middle of the season,
right,
in years. Probably about a decade. Usually around this time of year, we were dealing with the salesman Jerry Jones of the lesser caliber players are going to make this major impact. Now he got a dog this time.
Yeah, he got a dog.
He got a dog. So I'm really excited about that. But everyone's been talking about Ravel. What is his floor and his ceiling in your opinion?
Oh my gosh, man! I'm challenging. I still got something on the line with Chevelle Revel Sr. because I'm going against what he said basically, because he by far saying that Taylor. He's saying that his son is going to hit like Sean Taylor. And he gonna be as sticky as Jalen Ramsey and as fluid as the Gonzalez kid over there in Patriots land. So I'm sitting here like, dog, don't you know the names that you throwing around? And he said, dog, you just can't just casually say, my son is finna play like Champ Bailey, because that's who I showed him tape for when he was growing up. Champ Bailey, Charles Woodson, to a degree, some of the older players, because I want him to have a full artillery of resume when it's time for him to get out there on the field, like the Everson or Walls and beyond. So I'm sitting here like, man, them some big checks, right? Them some real big checks.
Yeah,
so
man,
I'm
just like that prophetic speak, like what's his name, LeVar Ball. If he calling it out, if he know what he see, shoot, we got a ball brother on the team. We about to fool around, have a top 15 defense the second half of the season.
Yeah. Now, one of them ball brothers was balling, though. I think that, what happened with the ball brothers or what have you is that too much dip on the chip. And then when you have the expectation so high, you know what I'm saying, then people are going to be looking for faults, right? This is how it goes.
No, I'm saying, man, all three of his kids made the league at some point.
Yeah,
he
he was right. All three of them making it. Yeah, he was doing something. Even if they went to the overseas league, man, one of them. But hey, I'm just saying he wasn't too far off, But it's just one of those things, bro. A passionate. Here's what I'm gonna say though, and y'all put that cancellation pen down because it don't work. You get what I'm saying? It's cool when the other side do it. You know what I'm saying? But when we start passionately talking about what these guys can do, from the prime time, baby prime, on all of them, hey, you talking too much, you talking too much low about your son, right? Or even to the point of other people that talk about their son in a positive way, that he got taken from a negative connotation. You don't have to.
Oh, yeah.
You get what I'm saying? I'm trying to keep
double
standards.
All across. I'm with you.
Yeah, you get what I'm saying. I'm not turning the conversation to that, but you get what I'm saying, right? Manning haven't been so spectacular over there in Texas, right? But they look at the potential side of Manning, right?
Man, if they spoke about Shador Sanders a tenth of what they were talking about Arch Manning, man, we'd have a whole different conversation. But I'm with you with your point, man. I'm with you. I'm speaking life to the team.
Yep.
You know, it's been a crazy couple of weeks with everything that transpired with Nealon, and I'm really hoping that we utilize this season to just speak life to the players.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Regardless of how this unfolds, man, we the fans for a reason. We're supposed to support, and that might instill the confidence in the team. I'm excited with the moves. I think there's some good juju going on right now, man, and the defense is going to be looking right, especially next year. Especially, but it's going to be some instant impacts coming.
Yeah. And what I want us to do all the way, fam, is I still got your brand right here, the Good Hoodie. You get what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, the Good Hoodie channel. Is that
appreciate it.
I appreciate you. Is that I just want to see us fight. I don't look. I get it. You probably can't win them all, but you want to let the other team know that you was in a fight. You know what I'm saying? Like the other team know that, like, man, we beat the Cowboys, but man, we look how bad we are for the next week. You know, that's how I look at it. I want us to fight. As long as we do that, I will never get mad at a loss.
Yeah, man, and one of the biggest conversations that we had, like, even with my coworkers and things like that about the Cowboys is, they're like, man, you should tank this season. I'm like, tank? No. But we're not worried about those draft picks. We umped them picks this year. That was the whole mood this whole season. So, yeah, definitely finish strong and just see where the team's at, because everything builds and stacks upon each other. It may seem small wins here and there, but everything piles up, gets a better vision for the team moving forward. So, I'm looking forward to it. And I will be having my eye on Siobhan Reveal whenever he's activated.
No doubt, man. Appreciate you, man. Let people know again where they can find and follow you and where they can get some of this good merch that you got and beyond, bro. Yeah, let them people know.
Yes, sir, man. Everybody deserve a good hoodie. This is the Good Hoodie channel, man. Get up with me on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, YouTube, everything. Good Hoodie channel. Shout out to Law Nation Sports, and how about them Cowboys?
How about them, man? The Good Hoodie channel. Appreciate them and appreciate him, the owner and business founder and operator of the Good Hoodie. Yeah. Maybe we should start saying it that way. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And free pub too, by the way. You know what I'm saying? Not even going to tell you how much they will pay just to have this up there. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we do over here. We help one another out. You get what I'm saying? It was a point that I wanted to make, and it slipped my mind. But before it slipped anything else, I don't want y'all to sleep on the wrong thing, so just sleep on this.
Sleeper is the #1 fantasy sports app. It pays to know sports. Pick more or less on top players. Your first pick is on us, so start winning now. Play in Texas, Georgia, Minnesota, and 27 more states. Pick anytime across all sports, pregame or live. Over 10 million players are already on Sleeper. Make your picks count. Score up to 1,000 times your cash. Join today. Get up to $100 credit using code LAW. Call your shot on Sleeper. Download now.
No doubt. Download Sleeper, and then with that download, be sure to know that once you hit that download, $20 will be added to your particular Sleeper account. On top of that, we got some more good news about that. They get $100 match up to $100, 100% of the time. So if you download the app and you deposit $100, you have $200 in there. But for Law Nation, people that follow this channel, you use promo code LAW, yeah, $220 in the account, $20 from me to you. I got from the 910 UN Too Cool. Talk to me.
Law, what's good with you?
Hey, man, all is well. Can't complain at all, fam. Talk to me, man.
Look, it's been a little minute since I've been on, but I'm back.
You back, man. Y'all for vacation, huh? You know.
I ain't on vacation, back from a furlough.
well,
Nah,
well,
nah, nah.
well,
You
well.
know,
At
I'm
least they gonna
military, so you know,
pay you. They gonna
look,
pay you.
look, look,
They
you
gonna
know,
pay
I'm
you.
military, so you know, I get
Yeah.
I still get a little check here and there.
Yeah, yeah, you get a little check here and there. I feel you, but good
Get a
to
little
be
check
back
here. Hey, man,
in the
listen, man.
working capitals of the
Hey,
world, you know.
hey, man, listen, man. I'm telling people something, man. Hey, a lot of people ain't never played sports growing up. A lot of people ain't never competed growing up. A lot of people ain't never played football growing up. Who number one seed in NFC?
For right now, it will be you said NFC?
Eagles.
Yeah, Eagles.
In the
Eagles.
NFC?
They're number one. They're number one right
Hey,
now.
how many games they lost?
Did they lose 2?
How many
They
games
lost
they
2.
lost?
They lost 2 games.
It's 2?
And I
How many
counted.
Cowboys
I counted by at least 4 or 5 that they should have. But that's a whole nother conversation, you know. But they lost 2 games. They lost 2 games.
How many Cowboys lost?
5.
All right, listen. For y'all that ain't, again, I'm going to go back to it. For y'all ain't never played sports, don't know about sports, and don't do this for a living. Hey, man, listen. The Cowboys lost 5 games. The Eagles lost 2 games. There's 3 games in between. The Cowboys ain't got to run the table. The Cowboys can win the next 3 games. When I say next 3 games, the Cowboys can win the next 3 games in the NFC East. The Eagles can finish with the best record in the NFL. If they lose the next game to the Dallas Cowboys and the Dallas Cowboys don't lose no more games in the NFC East, the Dallas Cowboys wins the NFC East.
Okay, so you saying that there's still a chance for us to win the NFC
It's
East?
still we can go into the playoffs with a losing record, and we're still in the playoffs, just like the NBA.
True.
Right? So I
Right.
need everybody to calm down and go back to that first game. That first game kind of showed y'all what the Cowboys' potential level is right now. But I've been saying it. See, y'all want Matt Eberflus to get fired. You can't fire that man. Why you gonna fire that man? Because Diggs play cover, me man. Why you gonna fire that man? Because Bland pay man. Listen, Eberflus went on the field when Bland fell down, and Bland let Harrison score that touchdown, correct?
Yeah. Well,
We sit here and we get mad, we nitpick. Like, we nitpick when Jerry Jones don't play people. But then we don't nitpick when he play them, and Jerry Jones be standing on business when he say what he say. He pay players, and when he pay them, they get hurt later. Bland got paid, Bland got hurt. Tyron Smith got paid, Tyron Smith got hurt. Terrence Steele got paid, Terrence Steele got hurt. Dak got paid, Dak got hurt. What player didn't that Jerry didn't play that didn't get hurt? Just name one.
Jason Witten.
That's it.
Hey man, you on to something, man. You on to something. I think if you get paid, you get hurt. Yeah.
I'm not going to sit here and I'm not going to come in here and I'm not going to tell the fans that, hey, Jerry, man, listen, man. Jerry going to die one day because we all got to die one day. But at the end of the day,
He might outlive us all.
Jones
Keep going.
won this Michael Parsons trade, man. Jerry Jones won this Michael Parsons trade. That man got Kenny Clark. That man got Williams. That man got 2 first-round draft picks this year and trade 1 for next year. Man, come on. If you don't know football, you don't know nothing.
I see where you're going. I see your angle with that. I see your angle with that. I'm not in the spirit of your angle with all of that. And happy Veterans Day to you as well, my guy.
Thank you.
In the spirit of being optimistic, I want what you said, everything that you said, to be right. Outside of the points of, like, the next time we pay somebody, the next time we pay somebody, let's pray that whatever evil spirit that's hovering around the Cowboys star and sky mirror, that they don't get hurt. You get what I'm saying? I just hope that don't happen again.
It ain't no evil spirit there.
What is?
It's not no evil spirit. It's that you can't pick and choose when you believe in God. It ain't their time. If God say in the next, they're gonna lose the next 3 games, and after 3 games after that, they're gonna run the table.
I'm talking about the injury aspect of it. I ain't talking about the wins or losses.
Okay, but that injury aspect, man, like that man said, man, like that's a here nor there. I think Ravel gonna be good. Overshowing is what we need. I'm glad we went and got Williamson right now and didn't make no drastic moves to trades, because I believe that these draft picks right now, even if we run the table right now and win a Super Bowl, these 2 draft picks we got in this draft, in the past 10 years, in the past 10, This is the deepest draft on defense that we ever had. In the past 10 years, this is the deepest draft on defense that we ever had.
Right.
And when I'm talking about safeties and linebackers. You know I follow college sports now.
Yeah, you do. You do.
We getting a linebacker this year, we getting a safety this year.
Come on with
And
it,
we
man.
still
Too
gonna win Super Bowl
cool.
this year.
What? Come on with it, man. In the
Boy,
spirit of your optimism.
I'm a Cowboys fan, man. And not for the meantime, I'm here for the long time.
Yeah. In the spirit of your optimism, man, I'm right there with you, bro. I'm right there with you, man. Appreciate you for calling in. Is there anything else you want to say before I let you go on your day?
The Cowboys win by 21 this weekend over the Oakland Raiders.
Vegas Raiders. Who?
Vegas Raiders.
Yeah.
I wish I don't have 3 sacks.
Come on with
and
it,
2
man.
weeks, Ravel had 2 picks.
Come on with it. Oh, and speaking of that, from the heavens and from the high, from the Most High, thou shall decree a thing and it shall be established. Come on with it, man. I appreciate you too, cool. Thank you.
Hold on real quick, Lou. I ain't gonna let nobody get off the line real quick. Hey, I want y'all to pay attention, man. Dak, you better get your shit together, because if you don't get your shit together, something telling me that this might be, 2 more years, it might be it, because you got Pickens and you got CD Lamb. You ain't threw them cats together on the field 100 yards apiece yet. It's kind of suspect right there in Dallas when it comes to the offensive side of the ball. We want to sit here and throw the goddamn stones at the defense, but it ain't no reason why Pickens and CD Lamb ain't both averaging 100 yards on the field together.
Man.
And don't let Dak out the hook easy.
Man, what now in business models, right? When I was over a large set of people, they had a thing called build, break, build as a way to convey your message across, right? So you build this up and you build, and then you gave a break. They said never end on a break, right? So what is your positive aspect before I let you go? Because I don't want you to leave on a negative connotation. What is your positive aspect?
Hey, listen, the Cowboys will make the playoffs. Everybody calm the hell down.
Appreciate you, man.
Matter of fact, they will only make the playoff, but the Cowboys will win the NFC East, because it is proven that you don't win the NFC East back-to-back in the past 10 years. Let's go.
Come on with it.
Them Cowboys? 50-21, Oakland Raiders.
Yes, indeed, man. That's too cool, man. Who literally, I mean, at the end, man, he come on, man. He was cooking, man. He was cooking, man. And then at the end, kind of like, you know what I'm saying? You just put the raisins in the dang on potato salad, man. You was cooking, though. Because the reason why I'm saying is that we don't have the luxury or the liberty to play like Jordan Love played last night, right? Or to that degree to play like even what Jalen Hurts played like, right? And they still get their flowers and praises. I don't hear nobody from the Green Bay world or community saying that Jordan Love, who getting paid $250 million as well, by the way, is that people saying that, hey, bench him. Hey, he better get his act together. And I for dog don't hear any of those storylines coming from the Eagles community. Right now, the Eagles community would put Jalen Hurts above all quarterbacks that's in the National Football League right now. You can't talk to an Eagle fan to say, hey, where you got Hurts at? Do you have Hurts over Burrow? They say, yup. You have Hurts over Josh Allen? Yup. You have Hurts over even Tom Brady if you had a time machine and go back 3 years? They say, yup. Yeah. No, they think Jalen Hurts can walk on water over there, and even if he's been carried, they say all he do is win, right? All he do is win. So, but in Cowboys world, it's a whole different situation and conversation, right? Whole different situation and conversation. But I feel for what he's saying. I get it. It's one of those things that we all can see down the timeline, right? That this is a year that Dak Prescott got to put together some things, especially down the final stretch. And for everybody that say otherwise, hey, it's all about what have you done for me lately. So, yeah, these next 8 games, I want my quarterback to play better, right? But at the end of the day, dog, he can't have 1 or 2 bad games in a row. Oh my goodness, it's crazy. Yeah, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. All right, I got the next caller from the 202. I know he ain't finna milk no bull with us, man. Big Amish, you're live on the Nation, man. Talk to me, man.
How about them Cowboys?
Yo!
Hey, thank you for the opportunity here.
Thank
it's been
you.
a week since we talked, but I'd be remiss if I don't want to put us down on a down slope, but I'd be remiss if I didn't tell you that you had broken down Big Amish. I shed a tear, a few more tears than one last week, and hearing your story. And also for 94. So we all are 94.
Yeah,
going forward. We all carry some baggage with us.
Yeah, we do.
And some carry a lot more than others. So you know, we're not gonna. But I'll leave that for another time. But I have. There's people I want to point fingers at, but I won't do it now. I want to focus on the game and talk about Cowboys. But the next call, we'll bring that up. But
okay.
Going back to the Cowboys now. You know, Q Williams, he's going to get tired just like everyone else on the defense. You let him out there long enough.
Right.
So he could be as big and strong as you want, but you know what? There's only so much you could take. So we need our identity to come forward. Right? You have the Eagles have their identity. You might not like it. We might not like their players, which we don't.
Right.
And that's why you have. But there's one thing you can't say that Hurts has not brought him to the Super Bowl, and 2 of them won 1.
Right.
As much as we know he's not the best passer, Dak has him, but he's done that, and they know their identity, and they might play boring games, but they get there. Now, having said that, I want to shift to our game, and I think our defense is going to step it up. But that's not even good enough. I'm going to give you some statistics, and you tell me what that means. I'm slow and Amish, but I want you to break it down. I'm going to give you some stats, and oh, by the way, before I say it, what the stat is, this is not a slight on Dak. I want Dak. I want Dak for at least another year. All right, at least another year to show us. But this is no slight on the offense. But you can't. The offense has to control that TOP. Now, I'm going to give you some stats on passing. This is Dak. This is from StatMuse, unless AI is wrong on this. But when Dak throws more than 30 passes a game, he is 41, 39, and 1.
Okay.
When he throws 30 or fewer passing attempts, he is 37 and 9. That is a big difference in the outcome of games.
Yeah. Which
we kind of talked about how they should be reining back the passing and increasing the running.
Yeah.
Right. So I wanted you to talk about that, but I also, I'd be remiss also not to address the offensive line. Everyone's shitting on Terrence Steele, and maybe he has some bad games, but when you're dropping in pass protection 40 times a game, you know, just like the defensive line gets tired, the offensive line gets tired. And they like nothing better than to run and impose their will on defense alignment by running the ball. So if you could comment on that, I would appreciate it, because, again, I'm slow and Amish, but coming from you would mean a lot to me and everyone.
I got you, man, and I appreciate you for your support, your love, and adulations, and the quick homework that you did so that I can go ahead and go over that study sheet. Appreciate you. Good call from you. But let me hear you say it, though.
How about them Cowboys?
Yo! You know what I'm saying? I appreciate my guy. What was it? Correlations doesn't equal causations, or causations doesn't equal correlations, however that statement goes. And my apologies to Dr. Freeman, who was my econ teacher back in Jackson State, if I said that wrong. And most of the time, if you're losing, you're throwing the ball. You're not going to run the clock out, right? We know that, right? If you're winning, you're going to run the ball so that you won't have more time for the opposing team. So we got to contextualize that part of it. And he's making some valid points. I'm not trying to debate that part of it at all. Those are things that's why I said that even if you contextualize Roger Staubach numbers, and of course that was a way different time frame of when they were throwing the ball versus running the ball. He had the same or similar stat wise of when you have more passing attempts, you have more losses, right? And we can also contextualize the fact that Troy Aikman was very much so the same way, and Romo, as well as to this degree Dak Prescott. So I get what he's saying. What I've been saying, that there's always been a formula for Dak Prescott, and I always wanted Dak Prescott to throw the ball anywhere between 24 to maybe at most 27 attempts. And the law of diminishing rates of return always settle ends when you get over 30, right? When teams are trying to pretty much stop the pass, what defense do they play? They play quarters. They drop 6 and 7, meaning that they respect the quarterback juxtaposed to disrespecting the quarterback. I would love for someone, and they don't have a stat line or a case study on this, of the attempts of throwing the ball, of how many single high safeties, right, that Dak Prescott get a chance to preview and see. If you establish run game, Dak Prescott is nearly unstoppable, right? And for the life of me, the games that we did somehow or somewhat lost outside of the Chicago Bears game, which was a downward spiral because my running back was averaging right at 7 yards per tote and we refused to give him the ball, that 9 times out of 10, if we are not running the ball, we are losing these games because it don't control the TOP of what he just lamented. But I did do an excerpt on this like 2 years ago, and it was Colin Cowherd who did it. And I'm going to see if I can find that video for all of us to hear again so that we can all be on the same page with what Big Amish was lamenting. And yeah, JV Boy said Javonte Williams can't fumble. What we are seeing, and let me get it back to the bigger screen here, is what we are seeing, ladies and gentlemen, is the argument about Daniel Jones. And this is a whole nother conversation over there in Coltsland. Tiki Barber, maybe last year and the year before that, was considered a fool, right, of saying that Daniel Jones is better than Dak Prescott. He was laughed at and scoffed at. And I still think that Dak Prescott is better than Daniel Jones. But now Daniel Jones got good defense. He got a run game. He got some weapons. He got an unbelievable tight end over there, which is always the quarterback best friend, by the way. The Colts looking good, don't they? Daniel Jones, never, right? But when you have those ingredients, the pots and pans, the things that's meant for you to play, oh, man, it looks totally different, right? So that's what I'm getting at, too. You got to have a system in place, but not just one-sided. I think the Colts play well enough or good enough defense to stay in games, and their offense been remarkable. And a philosophy and system, the coordinator for that particular team knows how to put their positions and players in spots to win. But if you don't get that, shoot, come on with it. Ferguson, he got paid and he didn't get hurt yet. So, and I'm not saying that I want him to get hurt, by the way, but it is a known thing that we were talking about earlier. But let's listen to this. Listen to this right quick. Let me see if I can.
Since Dak Prescott has been in the league.
Let me swing this around and pull this one in to this right here, and we'll rewind for your mind. Hold on.
Since Dak Prescott has
Listen
been
properly.
in the league, this is pretty amazing. When he gets 30-plus rush attempts behind him, he's virtually impossible to beat, 53-7. Less than 30 rush attempts, he's not a very good quarterback, 20-34. But this is more sobering. If Dak just gets 100 yards rushing, again, he's Mahomes. He's 64-17. If he gets less than 100 yards, Dak Prescott has 9 career wins.
Crazy.
That's it. and the Cowboys are making no move at running back, it is very clear, indisputably, inarguably clear. Dak is a completely different quarterback with a run game. But once again, the Cowboys fall into this, we're smarter than everybody else. We're just going to go back with our guys that we drafted.
Wow. Man, wow. You know, that's me right there a couple of years ago. But I just want to say this. And I want to not be negative, not to be off subject or topic matter with this, or to point out things that's really too tangible for people to say, damn, man, Law is hitting us with the trophy. Cowboys didn't really know that Javonte Williams was going to be like that. They didn't know that. They didn't know that. If they did, they wouldn't have had Miles Monroe Sanders in there. Shout out to Miles Monroe, by the way. R.I.P. to him. They didn't know that Javonte Williams really was going to get gritty like that. If we are being stacked up 100% real with ourselves, the Cowboys gambled. And knowing the data that I just lamented about Dak Prescott and his particular record, win-to-loss ratio. Man, if I knew the things that we know for right now, being in their front office, I would be burning through anything and everything to make sure that I have a Jonathan Taylor type of running back here, knowing what the record could be. And I would even double up before the trade deadline of saying that, hey, if my quarterback can give us these kind of caliber of numbers when we do have run game, I would double that up. Because all we are is one little tweak of a pinky toe away from Javonte Williams not playing, and we are back into this offense being stale like chips. But if they knew what we know as content creators, believe it or not, or just people that watch film and break it down as analysts, they would have been going through hell and high waters to make sure that they had a run game. T-Jack, Javonte Truther stand tall, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, nobody knew that Javonte would be running like that, though, you know what I'm saying? Outside of some people that with heavy doses of Kool-Aid that went to Carolina and beyond, that probably followed him in Denver and said to themselves, okay, yeah, we're going to do that. But even if you did, at the price that you are paying, you wouldn't go get another bona fide true running back? Shoot, before the trade deadline, hell, I would have did that. But that's a whole nother conversation, you know. And I think that the Cowboys really ultimately, I hope Phil Maffa can run the way he was running in preseason, right? But preseason tape is like the pre-oven. You put the oven on preheat, you really don't know what you really going to get when it's time to really play football. That's the only thing. Gerald says, I did. But here's the other part of it, Jerry. Even if you did, say to yourself, Javonte Williams is going to play the way he's playing. To all of us that's watching Javonte Williams, who really true love football and running back, he still ain't playing up to the kind of caliber of level that he should, because he's putting the ball on the ground way too much. So even if you're dead, he's not the answer. And I'm not beating up Javonte Williams. You're supposed to pair him up, marry him up with another running back, and get into the backfield and get things going. That's all I'm saying, right? And that's not up for debate, by the way. Got the AI speak.
Son of John, $10. First, I am supportive of Doc. There is so much footage of Doc that many NFL defenses have figured out how to take Doc out of his game. Doc must become a super QB to get the monkey off his back.
You ain't lying. Yeah. And that's what we all got to understand, man. Let me see if I can. I'm gonna let the next caller on. Oh, Son of John, boy, that's a dang good that's a good one right there, bro. Let me see. Ooh, I gotta go there. You got me thinking, boy. You got me thinking, Son of John. We're gonna let the other callers on, but man, I gotta get to this, man. Hold on. I love these conversational pieces. Hold on, let me see if I can do it right quick. I'm gonna try to build a plane as we fly. Y'all bear with me. Because anything can be up for debate if you explain it well. And y'all gonna love this because it's gonna bring in the human element is when you are able to break this down, and I like the way this dude break it down and get things moving and grooving. Hold on. Ooh, who's in Marvel? Who love Marvel comics? Who love DC Universe and all of those things? And let me see if I can get there. Ooh, we finna extend the show just for a little bit. Y'all okay with that? Put a 1 in the chat if you're okay with that. Let me go right here. Let me refresh. Come on, baby. Ooh, let me see. All right. Let me see. Okay. I'm going to go with this one first. And this is all about doing your market research right away. All right. So y'all see the lineup right here. You guys get what I'm saying. Who's the strongest? And let me know if you're in the chat of who you think is the strongest. We got Hulk, man. We got Thor up in there with the hammer. We got all of these characters up in here, and let's just play what he is saying. Goku and them, let's see. You even got Wonder Woman in the mix. I love these type of conversational pieces because it's all about the same thing. Hold on.
Who is physically the strongest character in this lineup? Okay. So here's the list. We have Doomsday, we have Darkseid, we have Hulk, we have Superman, we have Thor, we have Black Adam, we have Thrag, we have Goku, we have Wonder Woman, we have Juggernaut, we have Lobo, and we have Broly.
Broly might be the strongest.
Is the physically strongest. We are going off of feats. And I'm going to be honest with you. The question isn't who's the physically strongest. The question is who's the second physically strongest. It is only one person on this list that have moved
he lost the debate
with his hands. There's only one person on this list.
He losing.
That has lifted the heavens. Okay? And that man name is Clark Kent, a.k.a. Superman. We ain't talking about who punched the hardest. We ain't talking about power-ups. We talking about raw strength. And it's Superman. Now, second in line would definitely be my guy Hawk. Hawk has literally held the planet together with both hands. In the center and the core of the earth. So again, all these guys are very strong. But when we talking feats, it's Superman and then it's Hulk.
Man, I was cotton picking mine. Look, let me just tell y'all something. Man, let me just tell you something. A pocket full of kryptonite like some Skittles, man, I can knock Superman out, man. And then he only strong with the sun. You take away the sun, you don't have no man. You get what I'm saying? Come on with it, man. Come on. Now, if people just saying Broly, hey, that's just something else, man. So it is, Superman is the strongest son of John. Lobo is the problem, though, and I guess he's only contextualizing his strength to the fact that one-offs not fighting each other, I guess. But come on, man. Dude's talking crazy. Hulk is not stronger than Goku. Yeah, come on with it. It's Broly, baby. Hey, yeah, where's Vegeta? Come on with it. Trill, Tooth, X. See, so what I'm getting at is when we debating a topic, you can always find your weak spots, man. Yeah, ain't just right, Dramatic. He said, man, dude is talking crazy, Yeah. But Goku is folding Broly. Oh my goodness, man. Superman, he get got with that kryptonite. Man, just like Batman with a pocket full of Skittles. Batman's so cold-blooded, man. With prep time, shoot, Batman whoop all of them people up there on that screen. Batman with prep time can whoop all of them boys if we got to include prep time. We got to include prep time, though. Batman, a regular human being with prep time will have some dust of kryptonite. Batman deadly, though. Batman deadly. I was watching one comic series that Deadpool. I didn't know he was that cold-blooded. That dang on Deadpool, boy. He killed them all. Deadpool can go on to a psyche mindset that you can't control his mind because of his conditionings. And the brother can't die. He can regenerate himself with one drop of blood. Man, Deadpool is something nice, man. You know, good Lord. Law Stop the BS. It's Dark Side. And it's not even close. It's from K-Dub. Yes, Broly can't control himself when he power up, though. Okay, Lobo whooping Batman, though. You know, Spider-Man putting hands on Batman. Not with prep time, though. Shoot, not with prep time. Batman got something on everybody, man. Yeah, him and I would think not Doctor Strange, but the other guy, Iron Man. And boys with prep time and the Elastic Man. Mr. Glass is the strongest. Let me get the next caller on, man. I got from the 206, and then I got Pastor Tim. But from the 206, MJ, you live on the Nation, man. Talk to me, man.
What's up, Law? How you
Not
doing,
much.
brother?
Man, all is well, man. We talking comics now, man. Talk to me, man.
I see that. I see y'all in the groove. Thank you. I just picked up some of that chicken fingers at Kane. You heard about that?
The who?
Kane's it's chicken strips. Oh, they so soft, Law. They melt in your mouth.
Pause.
Right on Hollywood. I picked up some food called Kane. Yeah.
You talking about Raising Cane's?
Hey, yeah, Raising Cane. There you go.
Oh, come
You got
on,
that
man.
there too?
Yeah. We got that out here, man. But you know, shoot, Texas got all types of soul food and good food, man. Give me Henderson or give me Rubies or something. Give me somebody that get grandma and them big mama with the big elbow versus them Raising Cane's and Wendy's and stuff, man. I'd rather have me some home cooked chicken. But what you got for me today, bro?
The home cook. Oh, man, the guy made. Y'all was taking some good facts right now.
Oh, by the way, before you go a little bit further, I got Zaxby's hands downs over Cane's, man. Raising Cane. I got Zaxby's, man, over Raising Cane's. I think that Texas need more Zaxby's out here, though.
Is it good? I never had that.
Oh man, Zaxby's you get some of that Zaxby sauce on your finger, you gonna be the only 9-finger Cowboys content caller in here, man.
Son of
But I got a
John,
super chat.
$5. Superman Prime 1 million cannot be defeated with kryptonite, and is so powerful that he has changed the dimension of the universe, changed reality.
I heard about that one, Son of John. I definitely gonna have to dive deeper into that one. Yes, indeed. Yeah. There are different variations of Superman. But yeah, go ahead, bro. Yeah.
Yeah, what I was gonna say is the Cowboys just need to worry about themselves. Don't worry about no other team right now. You gotta do one game at a time. And if the defense play like it's supposed to, the offense gotta stop slumping. You know what I'm saying? And you make good sense. I do say that when you have a running game, it makes Dak Prescott even more dangerous.
Yeah.
So, in the Eagles, you gotta remember, the Eagles won 5 games this year by luck. I'm like, oh my God, I really don't want to hear their mouth.
Oh my
Yeah,
gosh,
man. You know what I'm saying? I want everything to go.
You know what? You know what? You just opened up an old wound, MJ, because they were right there inside. Why would they gonna go for it on 4th and 9? The Packers wanted to lose that game last night. It helped us out with a draft pick, but I'm sitting here like, come on, man. But keep going. Keep going.
Them goofies.
Goofies.
Like, they fumbling the ball. They playing just like the Cowboys. Get a big play, man line up the wrong way. I'm like, oh my God. Okay, I can't believe it. And Philly 500, all them happy. And I'm telling y'all, they not that good, y'all. But all the NFC teams is playing so dumb. And they play conservative. He'll play the quarterback will throw for 100 yards, and they wait till you guys, us, any team, make mistakes, and that's how they beat all the teams.
Come on
they
with
play
it, man.
so conservative. So we can't. I'm like, this is the luckiest team I've ever seen in my life. But the Cowboys just got to play smart ball, and Dak Prescott, an offensive coordinator, got to run the ball. And like you say, Marvin played good in preseason, but you got to get them halfbacks in. You got to let the halfback get in a rhythm. You can't be favoritism. I don't want favoritism. You got to stop. I know you're talking about the veterans, but when you scared to play your players' flaw, that's when you lose.
No doubt, man.
Should have been playing with your boy earlier.
Well, we will definitely find out, man. Try that cane sauce, bro. What'd you say in closing? What'd you say?
Is he playing this week, Mark?
I don't know. We'll know more Thursday. On tonight's show, I will absolutely ask John Machota about anybody that could be playing this Monday, man. I appreciate you, man. Thank you so much. Go ahead. Go ahead.
We better not give up no 20 points. We just do defense and the linebacker, because that linebacker going to make it be key. We better not give up no 20 points to no Raiders. I'm telling you right now.
We better not. I just want to, if believe it or not, the score can be 3-2. If we with the win, I'm gonna be talking all type of noise, man. But I appreciate you, bro. Thank you so much for calling in, fam.
All right, brother. Salute. How about them Cowboys?
I'm getting hungry as a mug, man. That Zaxby sauce with the toast is fine as recluse. And then certain Zaxby's cook different too. You get Zaxby salads and stuff like that, salad, whatever they call it. Certain preparers prepare it pretty well. Hey, my guy Sooner GM says, man, Zaxby 100% is whooping Canes with prep time. Sometimes Raising Cane's be having them light-skinned French fries. Man, I don't like that. No way. But if you can mix and match, I think to a degree, Whataburger fries are good. McDonald's, they probably not be real fries there, when you do your research on McDonald's, but they normally have good fries. If you can mix and match, right, you get the cane sauce in their bread, because their bread be good, but you have to go get somebody else French fries, right? It's like they don't do the 6 or 7, they don't do the fries as good as over there in some Canes that I've been to, How about them Aztec, man? Boy, you crazy, man. Whataburger is the spot. Yeah. What about them water wings, man? Water wings are pretty good too now. I done had some of them. All right, let's do another one. All right. This one right here gonna get y'all talking, and I'm gonna have Pastor Tim and Sean Hood just hold tight. We extended the show. We're gonna talk a little comics, man. Comical law, man, baby. All right, so this one right here, pick your team. Y'all see the teams right there. It's complicated, but look, pick your team. Let's see who would really win. Look.
Pick your team. This is by far one of the more complicated battles I've seen. I have gotten so many DMs over the last couple of days about this.
I ain't gonna even lie. Team 3, hands down. What?
So here we go. Team 1, you have Sonic the Hedgehog, you have Super Mario, you have Pikachu, and you have Rick Sanchez. Team 2, you have Batman, you have Goku, you have Kratos, and you have Darth Vader. Team 3, you have Wolverine, Superman, Deadpool, and you have Thanos. Team 4,
with all of the stones,
you have Yoda, you have Hawk, you have Green Lantern, and you have Godzilla.
That Team 4 getting that. It's whoop, boy.
Which team wins? This
man.
It's a battle. It's tough and it's very, very complicated. So this battle really can go 3 ways.
Okay. Team 3, man. I'm Team 3 all day.
Mario possessed slight tune force, a slight gag, just slightly. It would be nothing that the other teams could do that would be able to possibly stop them. They could win by default, Team 1. And on top of that, with Team 1, Rick Sanchez, super OP, super high tech. He's multiversal. And then you have Sonic, and he has speed.
You got the speed.
I didn't even mention Pikachu. But if we're taking Toon Force and Gag out, if we're talking pure abilities, it's between Team 2 and Team 3.
Yeah,
and the difference makers on those teams would be if Thanos have the gauntlet and what weaponry Kratos have.
Yeah.
But then we have to go to Team 4.
What?
Though they don't have all of the abilities, they have Godzilla. And Godzilla has defeated Superman. It was by default, but he has beat him before.
How does Godzilla beat Superman? I didn't see that story.
Thanos have the gauntlet, and Kratos have some type of weapon that could possibly kill Godzilla. Team 4 would be hard to stop. Not gonna lie to you.
Aw, man. He once again, you a cooking guy. Ain't no way Team 4 gonna beat Team 3. Ain't no way. And especially when you're thinking about my guy Deadpool and Wolverine on the same time. They can't die. Jeez. Atomic bomb breath. Atomic breath, baby. That's how he beat Superman. Ain't no way, man. All right, so we go. Red Clue says Team 1. Welcome to Mario Kart. You know, Mario must have had that cornbread muffin. You know what I'm saying? Can't kill Godzilla, though. Okay. No one is better than the Golden Sonic. Okay, so you get the Golden Sonic and you get Mario on the Super Marios. Okay, I see what you're saying. You get the Gold Sonic and you get the Super Mario, and then you get Rick. Okay. I skip what y'all going. Yeah. All right, so let's go to the next caller, man. All right, I got Pastor Tim from the 469. What's on your mind? Talk to me, man.
Yes, sir. I will go with let me go with this first. I'll go with Team 2.
Go with Team 2?
Yeah, I'll go with Team 2 because Goku got Ultimate Instinct. Ultimate Instinct he control he turned to that white form and he control his he could move with his body.
And especially if you have Goku and then you have Batman with prep time. Oh yeah.
They're gonna win all day with that. They'll win all day. Then I want to go with the first comic. I want to go with I would say Brawly is the strongest sin in history.
Yeah,
legendary. That's why I call him Legendary Brawly. Legendary Brawly, always the strongest. Yeah, because Goku and Vegeta had to fuse to beat him.
Man, I never knew that Pastor Tim, that you knew all of this good information. Man, I never knew. Boy, you boys some crazy stuff, man, during this bye week going into the real week, man. I never knew, boy, you was very equipped with the knowledge to articulate yourself, especially as it relates to these 5 things that we're talking about, man. Hold tight, I got a super chat. It's from Too Cool. He says Ferguson might not be hurt, but he got more drops now than any other after his big payday. He is right. Shout out to you Too Cool. And then we got Scarecrow. He says Cowboys collective beating all 4 of them teams, and he ain't lying. You know, he ain't lying, boy. We beating them all, man. Yes, indeed, man. Yeah. Well, what you got for me today, Pastor Tim?
Yeah. I tell you what I have. I want to say this. What do you think about this? Out of we got 2 picks in this 2026 pick. So draft pick. So I would one of them picks. What I would do is I would trade down and get a second round pick. Maybe get a scoop up we need 3 or 4 round pick or something like that. We need whatever picks we need we lost, the picks we lost in this year's, we could pick them back up by trading down and receiving more picks like we did before. So I think in one of them picks, Jerry Jones going to trade down and scoop up some extra picks, drop picks, so we can help out the defense, bring new guys in, and they could repeat different positions on the defense, the safeties and corners and linebackers and defense tacklers and the offensive linemen. So they got to come in that repeat and do old school. Let's do the old school battle. Whoever peaks, whoever play better, starts. That's what I believe. Cause that's go. Sometimes you got to take it back in high school. Like whoever play better, that's starting. You know what I'm saying? So
in principle, that do sounds good. In principle, that do sounds good. I'm with the belief now, man. I'm moving on from picks. I'm moving on from trying to do all of that, and I want some non-commodities. Knowing that I got a quarterback that's in his 30s, knowing that I got a defense that's relatively trying to pick up a new system, and we got to get things moving and grooving. If the Cowboys do decide next season to go with a different defensive coordinator, there have been 4 different coordinators or defensive coordinators in 4 different years, right? So that's a lot of stress and a lot of new learning for any team, and that's not a pattern of success. So I'm just trying to get the best players available for right now. That's how I'm looking at it.
Yeah, because I was looking at it. I'm like, who can we get to help this team more? Cause we got a good guy, Williams. He came in. Saying we picked him up. He came in. Right. He's pretty good. Defense tackle. He's really good. He's amazing. To me, that's one of the best trade Jerry Jones actually made so far. But when we need some more guys to come in and help this team, because we need more help we could get, because we got some guys got injured, you know what I'm saying, and that hurt us a lot beginning of the season. But we pick up some guys like let's say this. Let me say this. What if we change up some things on the defense, move guys around, and see what they do, just like an offense. Maybe we could change the guys around, and we could see who play better, who's play better on the right side, who play better on the left side. They can help out the offense.
Well, we most certainly, man. During this bye week, Pastor Tim, during this bye week, they should have figured most of this stuff out. But they're mourning the loss of a player, and we get all of that. So I don't think that they're going to do anything changing wise. They're just going to make sure that the guys that they do have, that they play, that they can come in and play better. But overall, I just don't foresee this team doing something drastically changing like that. It's too late for it, unfortunately. We got 8 games to go, and we got an older defensive coordinator who's sort of like, hey, I'm stuck in my ways, right? So they gave him pieces now. Let's see if he can cook with what we got now. And I appreciate you for calling in, Pastor Tim. But is there anything else you want to say before I let you go?
I just want to say, God's going to make us, I always make us stronger every day. Always look yourself in the mirror and tell yourself, what can I do to get better? What can I do to be a better man? Yeah. What can I do to motivate another person? Help me to be strong. Because if we lose a brother, if we lose someone, what's weak can make you stronger. So this team, we all got to come together as one union and win and fight. Sometimes you will lose some, sometimes you win some. But let me tell you something. Nothing ain't better when you fight with your brothers as a team and motivate each other. So I want to say, God bless everyone. Y'all have a blessed day. And how about them Cowboys in the name of Jesus?
How about them, man? How about them? That's Pastor Tim from the 469, spitting for what's on his mind with all of this. Yeah. I mean, we all wrestling with something. Like I said, old folks say either you going into a storm, you're coming out of one. right? And even with Too Cool, he was saying that some of the pains of us after we paying someone that they get hurt or their production or their productivity drops in Plymouth, right? And we've seen those type of things before here in Cowboys land. We got 2 super chats I'm gonna read, and then we'll let Sean Hood on. We have Goku, Vegeta, Frieza, and Gohan all beating Broly. This is from Tricks. Okay, I see you, fam. And I mean, charge it to my head, not my heart. If we going into that, if I said anybody's names wrong, I got Too Cool for the $4.99. I know for sure some of the older people that's watching this gonna be like, "What is Law Nation on today? Is we gonna have Law Comics, man?" But William is a game changer with Clark, Sonny Styles, Ohio State, and a LT left tackle, basically protector out of Bama. Move Guyton to right tackle, and we packed. Okay. We'll find out, man. Some wholesale changes you just can't make. Some movements you just can't make. There's a time to be mad. There's a time to be angry. There's a time to plant your harvest. What we can't do is looking at the terrain and the scale of the land now, and now trying to put our seeds out there for it to grow and water it. There's a time that we're supposed to do that during the off season, right? So what we got to do now, since we can't plant nothing and grow nothing right now because the land is barren, we can cultivate it. We can get the pickaxe, break up that hard soil right now, and hopefully still water that land, right? Because a cultivator, that's what they do. A cultivator can take any land and work with it, right? We've seen that. Even those who studied the word, we had Lot to have one side of the land and Abraham to have the other side, right? And I'm going to give the better part of the land to my other cousin, right? I'm going to give it to him, I'm going to work out, but I'm going to work and cultivate the hard, harsh land because I know what I need to do, right? But there are kinds of caliber of people that can only be efficient when things are going the right way. And unfortunately, the Cowboys, I don't think that we have cultivators, right, to be able to get the land and look at the hairy terrain and make it usable or resourceful. Because there are things that you got to do in order to keep it. And one of the areas that we've been issuing or having issues at is when it's time to prune the trees. When it's time to burn down all what we have so that we can reuse said land. We don't have those type of things. I got Too Cool that's ready to have another super chat. Appreciate you.
Law them our first 2 picks draft take LB Styles, Ohio State, and LT Proctor out of Bama.
Okay. Styles and Proctor. Yeah. All right, man. I'm going to have to look them boys up. Like I said, as it relates to, the college aspect of it, I know we've seen some glimpses and we haven't did an inductive study because we are pretty much in the football season of the NFL. But I'll look into some of those boys and see what they can do. All right. I have Sean, man, from the 407. And then we'll close it out with DP, man, for the 979. But 407, you're live on the Nation, man. Talk to me, man.
Cowboys for life. What's up, Law?
Not much, man. All is well. I can't complain, bro.
Man, all love to you, man. Keep doing what you're doing. You're simply the best at what you do, man. So much respect. And as a military veteran, I want to say much love and respect to all the other veterans out there and, for their sacrifice, for their service. And to your families, man, I salute you guys. And also salute to 94. 94, I'm still kind of touched by that as well, man, because, mental illness, mental health is a problem for a lot of people.
Right.
When you're a grown man, I play football, I box in the military, but I go through things too. I ain't no Superman. Right. Like them comic guys you talked about just a while ago. They could be, matter of fact, I'm going with the green team too, Law. I'm going with the green team, brother.
Most certainly.
I'm going with the green team, yes, sir. But anyway, man, real quick, I'm listening to callers and talking about, hey, the Cowboys don't have a chance. If you see the defense, if you paid attention to the defense, prior to this bye week, it wasn't nice at all. It was a problem. It was a worse. The only thing we can do is go up. When you add the talent that they're getting ready to add on this bye week, after this bye week against the Raiders, man, listen, if I'm Matt, the defensive coordinator, man, I'm rubbing my hands, like Denzel Washington, man, I'm just rubbing my hands together. I'm like, whoa, I got some pieces, because I did some brief study on Parsons before he came to the Cowboys. I didn't really know a lot of them in college, but when you put the tape on, man, you're like, okay, this dude is special, right? So
hold tight, I got a super chat.
$19.99. Law, I love the channel. I'm one of the top fans. Thanks for all that you do, man. I do this for my country. Love you for what you do, brother.
Man, we really appreciate you, Too Cool, and like we all say, man, salute the services and happy Veterans Day to all of you all. Appreciate you, Too Cool, for that super chat. Yes, indeed, man. What you got for me, Sean? Keep going.
Yes, sir. I'm gonna wrap this up, Law. But when it comes down to the talent, now Revel, I think his name Revel.
Mm-hmm.
If you watch his tape, this dude's gonna be a difference maker if he can stay away from injuries.
Right.
You add a talent, a proven commodity in Williams, who's a top 3 defensive tackle in the league. I don't care what nobody say. Williams is a problem. He's a beast. You put in with Kenny Clark, Osa, and then you throw in a guy like Overshawn. Are you kidding me? Overshawn is something. He's something serious. Now, sure, the injury bug has been following him around left and right, but before he got hurt, if anybody got a TV, he was on track to make the Pro Bowl.
He was. Yeah.
Facts. You know what I'm saying? So then you throw the linebacker in. I'm not too familiar with him. That's coming from the linebacker we picked up, but he seems like he's pretty solid. I think it's from the Bengals. I mean, I just, Diggs, I don't know if his head is still in it or not, because I know his best friend Parsons left.
Right.
So it seemed like he kind of checked out, seemed like. But I'm excited about the opportunities that the Cowboys bringing on the defensive side of the football this second half. And can they make the playoffs? Absolutely. And as far as Javonte Williams, boom, he kind of blew me away. I didn't know he was that guy.
Right.
I didn't know he was that guy. Now Rico, sure, we could have kept him in house because he trashed us. But
God. You've been having crazy
Javonte Williams.
Mm-hmm.
Javonte Williams, and he's a beast. Pickens, quick, re-sign him up. I definitely think you can make a strong push on the defensive side of football. Offensively, we can play with anybody. So, please, people, listen. Cowboy Nation, Law Nation, listen. Don't give up on our beloved Cowboys just yet. It's a little bit too early for that. Please, thank you for your time, Law. I appreciate you, man. All love to you, brother.
Appreciate you, man. Great call from my guy Sean, man, up from the 407. Salute the services to him. Happy Veterans Day. And if you are a vet, fought for this country, even if you're thinking about fighting for this country, and I know if we get some foreigners from another galaxy to come here, man, I'm fighting. I'm fighting for this planet, not just for this country, because we worldwide over here, baby. But if you are a vet and you serve time in the military, put VET in the chat, man, and I'll give you a specialized shout out to all what you're doing and all what you will do for the nation and beyond. And I really appreciate it. Too Cool with another super chat.
Too Cool, $9.99. William and Clark top 5 in their position. Parson maybe at number 5. Dallas D. Pause. About to bust on the scene. We good, every be calm.
Wait a minute. Hey, man. Hey, I appreciate that. I really do, Too Cool. But, man, yes, indeed. It was some verbs in that one, man, some adjectives like, wow. Yeah. I think that we will be a difference maker when you have Quinnen and Clark, right? We've seen what teams try to plan to double team Clark. Now they're going to be scratching their heads and saying, okay, wait a minute. Do we do this for Quinnen or we just do this for Clark? I got VET, so I got AT, man. Appreciate you. Mike, Honcho, man, appreciate you. Cuts by Jones, baby. Not or in relation to Jerry. Appreciate you. Candace, appreciate you. Muhammad, thank you. Sean Hood, appreciate you. Thank you so much for your services. Too cool, I already know. Rico Jones, Jerry Jones, cousin Ken folks, man, appreciate you, Rico. Thank all of y'all, man, for y'all services. Salute to services, man. Appreciate each and every last one of you all. Hey, this would not be possible if it wasn't for you guys putting it all out there on the line for us. And I got from the 979. Yes, indeed. He said, stop letting her read it. You know, Too Cool says, wait a minute. She doing her job, man. I got DP, man, for the 979. What's good with you, man?
Man, I'm chilling, Law. What's going down with you? Appreciate you giving me a chance to speak. Happy Veterans Day to all. I'm military. I got a lot of military in my family, not myself, but my old man was, uncles and cousins.
Certainly.
So happy Veterans Day to all y'all out there. First thing I want to talk about is, man, y'all tripping. Any team that got Batman on it, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. You know what I'm saying?
Prep time.
Y'all gonna stop hating. Y'all gonna stop hating on my boy, the Cape Crusader, man. Anyway, but but in all seriousness, Dallas, they definitely got an uphill battle. Hopefully, with these additions, they can make a good 180. I mean, I don't know how good they can get within these last 8 weeks, but if I think Quentin Williams, I mean, they can't get no worse than what they were. So I definitely think Quentin Williams and even Logan, I think they're definitely going to help this team out. Chiffon, Ravel, Overshawn, those guys are coming back. But we gotta definitely give Overshawn and Ravel some grace because these guys are coming back from knee injuries, so we can't expect them to just hit the ground running so quick. But that defense can step up. Offense keep doing their thing, but they gotta get better on the road though. So but my thing is when it comes to the offense, I'm not saying I changed my tune on the whole Pickens thing, but I understand what some people are getting at when they're saying that about Pickens getting him more touches. And I'm not gonna go into who I think should get more touches, Pickens or Lamb or vice versa. But I will say this: I do think that they should get Pickens involved early because he is their when he's getting the ball early and he's real hyped up and things of that nature, I think that gets those other guys moving because we already know CeeDee Lamb, he's not the type, he doesn't talk much, he just lets his play do the talking for him, and I don't think that's a bad thing, but you got somebody like Pickens that got all that energy, I understand why people are saying, let's get him early and often, and like I was saying, I don't know if you remember last time I called, but if once they get into the goal line situation, if Shotty does decide to do some ridiculous stuff of throwing the ball, man, look for Pickens more and look for Ferg more. I mean, now CD's open, get it to him, but me personally, I would rather them just run the doggone ball 4 times. That's what because like you said numerous times, they want to show their physicality, run the ball. There's no need to get cute trying to do a bunch of weird stuff, so but like I said, get Pickens more often on offense, but definitely I think that they should run the ball more than they should pass it, but I don't know if we'll ever see that because I think that Shotty, he wants to throw it more than he wants to run it, but hopefully he changed that up, but who knows, obviously not going to count the Cowboys out, man, but if they could just do those couple things, man, who knows, man, they might be able to sneak into the playoffs.
Yes, indeed, man. Appreciate you, DP, man. Thank you for calling in. Great observation there, by the way. And we're going to see what we can do, man, down the stretch of these 8 games. I'm just looking for improvement, even if it's small, man. I'm just looking for if we can show ways of improvement on the defense, I'll be happy, man. Appreciate you for calling in.
Hey, Law, I got one quick question.
David D. Alexander.
Hold tight. Got a super chat. Hold tight.
$10. Comic Law thinking face, you've been nipping at that blackberry jug, rolling on the floor, laughing, 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 fire thumbs up.
Shout out to your Uncle Dave, man. He talking about me talking about comics, DP. That's funny, man. But I definitely will elaborate a little bit more on that. But DP, what you about to say?
Yes, sir. Oh, yeah. One last question. Yeah, you dropped me down. So, do you think that they're gonna draft the offensive line in the first round next year's draft? I know we're not talking draft talk. I mean, and I'm not trying to put that out in the universe, but do you think that they're gonna end up doing that? And you can drop me down. Appreciate it, Law.
No doubt, man. If there's an offer, like if it's a situation and scenario that it's just so good you can't pass up, then you do what you need to do best. You do what you need to do best. Out of all of the first round draft picks that we had, I think Tyler Guyton is the slowest to start, and I get it, right? I think that what we did was we kind of probably had too much dip on the chip with him. We put him at left tackle. He played all of his college career, and he was a raw guy. He was a basketball guy that switched and converted over to football. So he had conversions of playing tight end to the fact that he moved from tight end to an offensive lineman, but he played right tackle. And the whole argument that the reason why he only played right tackle because the quarterback was left-handed and they wanted to have him on the blind side, etc. But now we go into the pros. This is the man's world, right? This ain't no little puppies, man. We big dogs over here. And he's having a very slow start. But I would be crazy. I would be crazy not to. Shout out to you, Georgia. Appreciate you, gentlemen, man. Shout out to you for your services. I'll be crazy not to say that he didn't splash here and there. There's some improvement that we are able to see. Now, do you risk throwing away all of the improvements and say, man, you know what? We tried it for 2 seasons. We're going to kick you over to the right side. But you better not do it now. It's too late. You got to do that next year. Off season, saying, hey, you going to be our right tackle. Double-minded man is wicked in all thy way. I think I read that somewhere, right? Somewhere in the book, somewhere. So you can't be double-minded, man. Just pick a side. And I know we got swing tackles, but for the kind of caliber of time frame he's going to play in, play him on the right side. And the quickest way to get that real solid offensive lineman to solidify, just like when Thanos put that last Infinity Stone on, and he was like, ah! The quickest way to get there would be, ladies and gentlemen, is to just go ahead and trade for a tackle, right? So that you don't know whether or not, you know what I'm saying, whether or not this guy can hit or he can't, you know what I'm saying? That would be the quickest way. You don't want to give up something, but at least you know you have a solid tackle. So you don't have to worry about drafting and developing, because drafting and developing takes anywhere between 3 and 4 years. It just feels good. Trill 2X8, Law, do you think we can get a second round pick for Steele? House, wait. You know, now it's a sucker born every month, you know, or every minute. But man, boy, I don't think that that's possible. You know, come on, man. You know. Elbert says, man, I didn't know you were still on. I supposed to have been off about 2 hours ago. I supposed to end this stream at 2 o'clock. Yeah. Bengals definitely need a tackle, though. And still, it ain't going to be that for them, though. You know what I'm saying? Hey, if the Bengals fool around and give us a second-round draft pick, I would say that Jerry Jones, we would name a street in a part of a city after Jerry Jones if he can make that happen. I'll figure out a way. You know what I'm saying? If he could trade Terrence Steele to the Bengals for a second-round draft pick, boy, I'm telling you, you know, maybe somebody got the reality stone and changed it up for him, you know, change it up for whoever's going to do that, you know, in 2030 maybe, you know, or unless there's another Terrence Steele. The possibilities of us trading Terrence Steele for a second-round draft pick would be if we find another guy named Deterrents and we change his last name to Steele and he fool around and play lights out and we traded him. Yeah, that would be the only way. Law, we need to beat the Raiders next week. Indeed, we do. Run the tables, laughing my A off. This is from Eagles All Day. Looking at the mock drafts. I see you. But look at you over here on a Cowboys-centric page. Come on with it. Hey, do you really think for what you displayed last night that y'all going to win it all? Oops, I'm talking to an Eagle fan. Yeah. The Eagles think that they win in the Super Bowl based off of what they look like this season. Okay, all right. Yeah. Shout out to all of the Eagles, man. Shout out to y'all, man. Yeah. But somebody let the Eagles people know what's the toll price is for jumping in over here. We let you get that one off, but somebody let them know what the toll price is or the troll price is. I got one more, man. And this is stating which team would win. We got speed, we have strength, and then we have brains. You know what I'm saying? We got all three of them. Before I even play the audio, who do y'all think will win? Speed, strength, and brain. Now, the only way that I'm picking the brain sides of things, if these guys got prep time. If they don't, Brain gets 2-hour prep time. So he even got the rules. Who gonna win before we get going? And I think that is Juggernaut, and I think that is the Hawk. Yeah.
Team win. We have team speed, team strength, and team brains. But team brains gets 2 hours of prep time. So team speed, you got Barry Allen, Wally West, and Reverse Flag. Team strength, you got Hawk, Doomsday, and Juggernaut. Team brains, you got Mr. Fantastic, Batman, and Iron Man. Who wins? If you got Hawk, Doomsday, and Juggernaut on the same team, the planet is in trouble. One thing I know for sure is they're going to destroy a lot of stuff.
They're going to destroy a whole bunch of stuff.
When you got a team with Wally, Barry, and Reverse Flag, 3 speedsters and the Speed Force that can casually travel in time or travel forward in time or time skip, I would easily say in those circumstances, Team Speed would win. They would win before the fight even starts. But then you give Reed, Batman, and Tony to...
I'm going to say this. The only... if you're going to give Team Brains 2-hour prep time, Team Strength going to need surprise of element time because they won't be able to catch speed and they won't be able to outthink, even though the Hulk is very smart and intelligent, by the way. But I don't think that they will have the ability. They will have the ability to do anything to be able to obtain the brain team. You know what I'm saying? So it's crazy. But Batman and Iron Man in the same world at the same time, that's crazy.
2 hours of prep time. And I'm assuming you give them access to their cosmic suits if they would even need. These brains coming together will formulate a plan that can stop Team Strength and stop Team Speed. We've seen Batman trick speedsters before. Right. So if you giving them 2 hours, they're going to win. But in a normal basis, if it was no prep time, I'm giving it to Team Speed easily. But let me know in the comments. Which team wins?
Yes, indeed. That's crazy, man. What y'all have down? Just a fun activity, man, on our way out. Who's taking so long? What is taking so long? Far as the team speed, oh my God. But like I said, I do agree with the gentleman. I would say that the speed will win all the time. And Barry Allen is not a dumb guy, right? So we all know those type of things, that he's very smart and he can articulate himself and he can really analyze a lot of things himself. So it's one of those things. But I like you said, you got Batman with prep time and as well as with Iron Man with prep time. And the nerd in me is saying that, shoot, it's just over with. 2 of those people, man. Now, if you start mixing and mingling the teams together, then that's a whole nother conversation, baby. Hawk killing everyone by himself, but yeah, Hawk gonna have a little time with Batman, though, especially with the prep time. But, Eagles all day. What do you seek to accomplish here? I need to know. Like you didn't call in to the show, but you came over here with your bird fingers and you're typing. What are you trying to accomplish? What is your angle? What is your goal? You know, what are you trying to say to yourself? You know, DP states, did y'all forget who is Mr. Fantastic Son is? Who's Fantastic Son? DP, you know. Yeah, who is that? You know. Who is that? Hawk and the gardener. Hawk, a gardener now. He's a gardener now? Okay, I see what you said. Yeah. All right, we got a super chat that's finna come around, but I'm just going to go ahead and try to read it all together. Eagles will charge you all $20 over here. Yeah. Give 5 minutes to pay up or be out. Come on. Or set your...
Sadiqa Charles, don't bring me the BS $10. Eagles, we charge you all $20 over here, so you gave 5 minutes to pay up or be out. Now you SYBAU.
Yes, indeed. Y'all Google what SYBAU is all about. Yeah. Y'all let me know, baby. Yes, indeed. The kid can create his own realities. Man, come on with it. Franklin Richards law. Yes, indeed. Y'all going to entertain me and educate me on all of those things. But verily, I say unto you all, we talked about pleasure and pain. We stuck in this game. We're not going anywhere. We're going to be right here, win, lose, or draw. That's the ultimate version of what we are. Cowboy diehard fans. If you are a team, if you are for the other side of a team, and you are here, can you imagine how horrid an Eagle fan would have to be number one in their division, ultimately number one in the NFC, to come over here to drop their bird droppings on a team that had to suffer not just losses on the field, but losses in life, right? A player to be gone from this team, to not able to have an impact, and they still here trying to sully and denigrate us when we're minding our own business. It goes to this point. Validation is only good for parking. But man, being able to have the control of the minds and the heart and the feelings of someone who wanting to seek validation is crazy. I would not be remiss if this is the guy, Eagles all day. He states, I miss my wife's birthday to be here. And keep in mind, the Cowboys are not even playing on that particular day. He put P.S. Dallas sucks. And he may be right. That Eagle guy, Dallas is, to this point, maybe sucking off on his wife's areolas, if that's the case. Because he ain't even there to please his own lady. That's how low that these Eagle guys are. That they're seeking validation. They want to be where we are at. That let me know that you have a little man syndrome. That you have the little heart that you think that you are doing the right things when ultimately you are doing everything that's wrong. Because I tell you that we are still on top. Ain't nothing changed since 19 of 95. The same positionings that was in 95, 96 is still the same. Cowboys, Giants, Washington, Eagles. It's in that same order. So they seek to be where we are at. And ladies and gentlemen, that's okay. That's understandable. Because we all know that a bird brain is smaller than your pinky. Or your two fingers. or your middle finger. I won't point it up in that particular direction. I'm nice. I'm trying to be nice. But ladies and gentlemen, if there's one thing a man should always do, is mainly to himself stay true. Never allow someone to change your point of view unless what they bring makes sense to you. Never judge a man by sight alone, nor by the height he has grown. When speaking, keep it at a moderate tone, because raised voices only turn those hearts into stone. You see, in the beginning, it was brother, I'll ride with brother, roll with brother, smoke with brother. The morals of life, live, love, and respect for another. Then there are those who will try to be smart. Ain't this right, Eagles all day? They would try to take the decent man to alter his heart, to seek to rip him apart. But those Eagles or fans, you should never call them a friend, because they bend their lives around the truth. Ain't this right, Judah? To meet their end. Now, at this point, and at this juncture, I get it. Heavy is the crown. But I never seen a hater doing better than me, speaking about me. So that goes to this point, Eagles, that you're seeking validation. You're seeking an opportunity to shine, but you still not getting the glow. And now that you understand that validation is only good for parking, no one flies above the star. And if you want a thing bad enough to go out there and fight for it, to work day and night, to give up your time and your peace and your sleep, if all of your desires of it makes you quite mad that you don't get tired, and it makes you hold everything tawdry and cheap, if life itself seems empty and useless without it, and all that you scheme and dream is about it, if you will gladly go out there and sweat for it, fret for it, a plan to lose all terror of your beautiful mind. If you would simply, just simply go after the things you want with all of your capacity, strength, sagacity, with faith, hope, confidence, and stern pertinacity. If neither cold or the poverty or the famish or fame or the sickness of body or brain can turn you away from the things you want, if dogged and grim and besieged and beset, with the help of almighty Cowboy Nation and anyone that's listening, Dramatic, happy Veterans Day to all of those, Jerry Jones and them, I see you, Sadiq Charles, and anyone that's listening to the sound of my voice, you will get it. That's been my time. I really thank you all for yours. And remember, you're listening to the absolutely nothing but the best. What we tell them? All right, and it's time to roll those grades. Come on. No drip, this time to run it up. No sleep, no rest. Might crash, might wreck. But first I stretch it. Time to run it up. 9 out of 10 roll through my hands, I'm by my lonely. Come on. Turn to a savage, now my baby wants to hold me. Alright. I love my fans, don't need no friends, I got my homies. Thought I could trust you, I find out you tried to zone me. Shout out to everybody's name that's on this list, baby. Come on. The first one in, the last one out, can't call me lazy. Alright. Put in my hours, send the invoice and they pay me. Can't call all nations lazy. Like MJ. Come on, baby, what roll we on? I wake up. Yeah. So when I ask you guys, what roll the Eagles on? Are they on a road to 6? Are they on a road to 5? Are they on a road to 4? Or are they on a road to 3? Oh, okay, all right. 2 different roads. Come on. Y'all gon' make me take that trip way out to Vegas. I call up Nigeria, come through in a hurry. Yeah. Those London boys don't come to play, you should get worried. One false move, find yourself, they getting buried. That's what the devil used to love playing those games. Made some bad decisions that brought my mama pain. I made a promise to her, swore that I would change. I'm on the come up, bet I live up to my name.
that. No drip this. Tell him run it over.
Come on, baby.
Might crash, but first I tell him run it over. I wake up.
Yeah. So sometimes in life you can't compare and you can't compete where you don't compare. And sometimes people may be thinking that just because they on a road to their 3, and we done already been down that road, ladies and gentlemen. We done already seen what they think that they need to see, but we done already seen what they saw. And at the end of the day, hold on, we seen what they think they're trying to see. And that's what I'm trying to get at. But at the end of the day, ladies and gentlemen, just contextualize this. We existed in 1960. They've been around for a long time. And lo and behold, as young and as exuberant as we are, we still ahead of them. We know what it feels like to be on the road of 2. We know what it feels like to be on the road to 3. We know how it feels like to be on the road for 4. We know how it feels to be like on the road for 5. So we on the road to 6, baby. So y'all hit us when you get onto the road of at least 5. Come on with it. Dallas may be dinosaurs. Dallas may have dinosaur rings. But let me ask you this. I am awake. And anyone else that's listening, what's taking y'all so long to pass up on the Washington team? Because you got to pass the Washington team first, and then you got to pass the Giants. We the final boss. So what's taking y'all so long? Yeah. We on the road to 6. When y'all get to the road to 5, it may take y'all 30 to 40 years, too. So you got to understand the cost. What we tell them?
Don't let the street lights hit you all alone. You know it's dangerous to go alone.
I know I'm awake. I'm just playing with you. You're a real one. Yeah, I'm awake. Been around since I awoke. I follow wherever you go, whatever you do. Keep the change, y'all. Keep the change. Come on with it.
If a baby grain can fly, fly on, fly on, fly on, fly on, fly on.
Until next time.